first episode of Curse of Strahd, the adventurers were staying in a little traveler's alcove where there was a strange gypsy man making stew there, and he mysteriously handed you guys a letter that it was this version 1 of Kolyana Indurovich's letter, and that basically was beckoning you to come into his land. There was great wealth to have, and as you guys awoke the next morning, you realized that mist was gathering around you, and it was mist that was unlike anything you'd ever encountered before. It was kind of choking you. It was making you cough, and you couldn't breathe, and so you guys moved away from it, and it almost like it guided you through the forest, if you remember. And then you found a dead body, and on that was the second version of the letter, and you realized that it said, it was like from the same guy, but it was saying, "Don't come here," and that his adopted. In the first one, it says, "The love of my life needs your assistance," and then in the second one, of course, it says there, "My adopted daughter, the fair Irina Kolyana, has been these past nights bitten by a vampire. For over 400 years, this creature has drained the lifeblood of my people," and so on and so forth. So you found that. Now, as you know, you found a town, and you didn't really get too far into the town. You got probably to the outskirts of the town, and you found a house with 2 children outside, and they said that there was a monster inside their house, and you guys went inside. You, of course, encountered several spooky perils in the house, including a flying broom, which started whacking you guys a little bit, and but you did find a secret compartment, a little hidden room in the library, I believe it was, where there was a dead adventurer who had another letter on him, and that is from Strahd. Now, this house belongs to a cult, you guys surmised, that was worshipping Strahd and sacrificing people in his name. But as you can see from that letter, Strahd very much did not care for them, and he ended up killing the cultists himself. That was what you surmised. I don't know if you remember that or not. It's been a year.
I know there was that cult. There was all those pots and stuff.
The Durst family was who owned the home, and the guy's name, I believe, was not Fred, but
Gustav Durst.
Gustav, yes. Gustav. You've had it written down there. So do I. But you're right on the money. So,
I remembered.
Yeah. If you remember, too, when you got to the Barovia, there was those giant gates, and they slammed behind you. So you've surmised that you have been drawn into this place, and by this character who was apparently a vampire named Strahd. Then in the bottom, or when you guys went into the house, I believe you saw the statue of Strahd. Remember, you guys came near it, and then the shadows appeared, and you had to fight that. And it was shortly after that our barbarian nearly faced death and had some sort of dream sequence where spiders were attacking, and he escaped and came back out of the pit. Very strange. Then you guys went down below. You found a secret passageway. You encountered the children again, and they possessed you. But you guys figured out that down below their graves were there, and you laid their bones to rest, and the children's spirits were then set at ease, and they exited your body. But that is when you found this giant sacrificial chamber, and the spirits appeared, and they were beckoning that someone must die. And one of your party members, Azul, thought, well,
whoopsie,
I'm going to go ahead and see what happens here. And he jumped on the altar, and despite all your best efforts to keep him from doing that, he took the sacrificial dagger and ended his life. At that time, the spirits dissipated, and you all exited the house. And that is where we're going to pick up tonight.
I hear a doom. Here you go, boom.
Yeah.
Something's coming.
Okay.
Thanks, Mike D.
Azul's eyes open up,
They're red.
and everything around you looks like the sacrificial chamber that you were in when you died. But everything is streaming, almost like you're heavily under the influence of a hallucinogenic drug of some kind. Everything is misty almost. Like this place is where you were, but it's like maybe a different version of it. And you notice that you're chained to this altar. And when you look around, you see around you are these very grim looking people. Their faces pale, almost black eyes sunken in. You realize these are possibly spirits of the dead. You actually recognize some of the cultist outfits. So you can see these ghost-like people standing around you.
I feel it now.
Yep.
Oh, I can feel it.
Dolby
This is why I
5.1.
like a DJ. I didn't want to be plugged on this all the whole time.
Just put one
Okay.
song on and just go.
Alright. These spirits are standing around you, staring at you. And it's not long before... Why is it so loud? It's just
This
really
is
loud.
awesome.
Anyway, alright. They start to look at each other and move very slowly to gather over in the corner of the room. But as they do this, some of their bodies start to contort and twist, and their flesh begins to melt off. And they start to decompose, and blood falls out of them, and they become this nasty mesh on the ground. And you can see this all piling up. And it's just forming, these broken bones are snapping and then shooting out like spikes out of this flesh. And like suddenly something like a head forms up out of this giant mass. And fear fills your heart. They're forming this giant
Abomination.
like abomination looking creature. And just as this thing is starting to create a hand, take form and stand, two people appear at the end of the altar, and it is the children that you laid to rest. Azul,
Help me.
take this. And they lift up this trunk and they set it before you. And it's about a foot, or 2 feet tall and like 3 feet wide. They lay it up on top of the altar with you.
Are my hands chained, or is it just chained
The
around
chains are
waist?
long enough that you can reach this thing. You wouldn't
Reach out.
be able to leave. You would not be able to leave the altar, but you can reach the.
Reach out and open the chest.
When you do, heat overcomes your face, and you see these flames come up and this blue fire inside this trunk. But you can see
It's beautiful.
in the center of the trunk is a key in the flames. You have to take the key, Azul. Free yourself before they devour you.
How hot are the flames?
It's fire. You'll have to reach in. It's the only way.
He reaches in with his left arm.
And when he does, pain just sears through you, but you just manage to make it through, and your determination, you just reach down to the key, and you can see your flesh just like burning away, chipping away, and almost floating away ghostly, and you grab hold of the key, and it's in your hand. But as you reach it back out of the flames, you can tell that your hand's almost completely just it's your skeleton, but your hand still works, and you're grasping the key.
Check the locks.
As soon as you do, you unlock the chains, and they come free. And the monster yells at you like that. Okay, now let me consort my notes for just a minute here.
I will need a left-hand man.
Yes.
Robot arm activated. Sorcerer, yeah.
Yeah, sorcerer. It's barbarian.
I'm the barbarian.
You're the that's correct. Correct, right?
Yeah, Karag.
Half orc barbarian.
You're the warlock.
Yeah.
You're human warlock.
Bard.
What's that? Bard.
Yeah.
You awake, and you're on the altar, and you see over in the corner where that thing was forming. This is standing before you. It's this large, heaping mound of rot and flesh. People's faces are even poking out of the body, and it's just humongous. And the stench of death hits you in the face, and your hair blows back, and it's just rot and nastiness. And its teeth are formed of like human bones, and you see over. If you remember the chamber, there's a door over to the right. The two children appear again, and they say, "This way, run!"
The children got me out of chains.
Okay.
And I will go after the children. I got to remember my voice. Inigo Montoya, you killed my father. Prepare to die. Okay, now I have it.
So the children are beckoning you to run away. Will you run away?
I follow the children.
Okay.
Not to let me astray. Come with me, children. You can leave the house with me too.
All right. You run through the chamber, and there was a hallway there with all these places where the cultists slept, and there was a alcove with all these mystical items. And from that was a staircase. You managed to make it there, no problems. But every once in a while, out of the corner of your eye, you can swear you can see a face staring at you. It's the spirits, and they're angry. You make it up the staircase, and you reach the doorway. It almost like changes and forms, like the wood bends and breaks and splinters, and blades start spinning. And you'll have to jump through them in order to get past.
Is there another way around, children?
No, you'll have to go through.
Will you come with me?
Yes. And they vanish, and they reappear on the other side.
That's a nice trick.
Yeah. You got tricks. You might have a trick. You can either attempt to go through the door, or you can try something else.
I don't know if I have a trick. It will help me through it.
Anything at all.
I'm going. I do not have anything.
You can attempt to run through.
I would have to.
You can time it.
I would have to. I would just try to jump through it. I'm sure the spirits are following me, and I'm worried.
The boy comes back through, and he takes your hand. Roll. You pass. You're managed, with his help, he manages to take you through. And you just miss the blade as it catches the back of your coat. All right. You You run past the door, and now you're in the upstairs attic. And you run towards the staircase. And as you're running, the wall the ceiling just falls through, and rats just cover your body. And now you're being grappled by the rats. You can try to escape, or if you have any tricks up your belt.
Well, I'm going to try to escape.
Okay. Give me another, give me an athletics check.
Uh-oh. Athletics. It's going to be a 5.
A 5.
5.
The rats are overcoming you, and you're starting to fall. But the girl, she grabs your hand and starts to pull you. Make another athletics check.
We ratcheted up to a 6.
You can feel yourself just failing. These rats are starting to pincer at you and pull you down, but she manages to help pull you away from the rats, and you get away just enough so that you can get out of this mound of rats that are kind of entangling each other with the filth. So, alright. Now, you're running through the house, but the ghosts are starting to become more apparent. They're more frequent, and they're starting to come at you, and you feel fear start to wipe over you again. Just make me a wisdom saving throw.
So it begins.
Roll my
6.
Welcome to Barovia.
The children stand next to you, and they take your hands. Make your roll as if it was 11.
As if what's that?
Make your wisdom saving throw as if you rolled 11. Add your modifier to it.
Oh, well, its modifier is only 1.
Okay, so 12. That will pass. You overcome your fears and you run past the spirits, and as they reach out for you, you realize that they can't really grasp you. They're not corporeal. Or they are, what is the word?
They're incorporeal.
Incorporeal. They can't grab you. You have now reached almost the front lobby there. The front door is there. You can see it. But Gustav Durst is standing there before you. What makes you think that you can come into my home and present yourself as a sacrifice and then simply just escape without paying the price?
I have paid the price. I have died. This is the afterlife. I do not want to be haunted in this house. Me and the children will leave.
No, you must go. You're not going anywhere. And he starts coming forward towards you, and he reaches out. I want you to make a charisma saving throw.
17.
With that saving throw,
It's 19. Saving throws.
Oh, okay, yeah. I like sitting next to you. Alright, 19.
with that saving throw, he's about to reach you, when all of a sudden, almost some sort of, it's very fast, you can't tell what happens, but a shadow goes across Durst, and he is grappled and slams through the wall, and he's over there, and you don't have time to even see what's going on in there. You run for the front door.
Can I grab for the children?
They're incorporeal.
Okay.
And they just
I am
wave.
sorry, children.
And they just wave. And they let you out. The front door opens. And you go out the front door.
Stumble
Oh.
upon the ground.
He
Yep.
gave like a portal set.
So, you guys are all standing in the street. And
Oh.
you don't notice that, or what was going on down there. You've been kind of like trying to get your breath and like take in what's been going on in the streets of Barovia there after exiting the house, you know. But all of a sudden you hear these loud bangs and stuff coming from inside the house and creaking, and like the windows are like glowing red, and like there's something really scary going on in there. And all of a sudden the front door explodes open and smoke comes billowing out, and out comes your friend.
I stumble out on the ground. I'm clenching my left arm.
I must be seeing things.
And when you look back at the house, you see the two children standing in the doorway, and they wave at you guys, and then the door slams shut.
I could not save them.
How are you even alive?
I do not know.
And when you guys look down at his arm, you can see as you're grasping it, it still feels like your hand's flesh. It just feels like that extreme sunburn, but you guys all look at his hand, and I mean, it's still just a skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
How do we know you're not like them?
I do not know. I cannot answer that. I woke up in a prison, and the children saved me. I tried to save them, but I failed.
Did we see the children too?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How can I determine if he's the real deal?
You mean like if he's not a ghost?
Yeah.
I would say make an investigation check.
Okay. $20.
Okay.
Natural 20?
Yeah.
You kind of go up to him and you poke him just a couple of times to
Yeah.
see if anything happens.
That's enough to convince me, huh?
And it doesn't seem to be any sort of reaction, other than he seems to be flesh and blood.
Okay.
Is he bleeding?
And bone.
He is not bleeding. It's almost as if the skin on his arm has become an invisible phantom. Like phantom limb, but you
Yeah.
can still see the bones.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot explain it.
Are you just gonna kill yourself and leave us in trouble again?
Does he have the scars?
The house was playing games with my mind. It beckoned me to do such things. I do not want to die. I want to live.
You gotta do better than that, man.
You all are safe. So whatever I did, you were able to exit the building.
Hey, we all go home and nobody goes home.
Understood. I will do better.
Alright. We might need you, so you can't go killing yourself.
That was some sad shit.
Yeah.
You can't go doing that again.
My whole life I've been told that I'm going to be the birthplace of a calamity, and I have run from it. I don't know. I probably should not have offered myself up to such dark rituals, but the house was playing games with my mind. You barbarian, you were running from room to room. It was playing games with your mind too.
I don't know about all that, and I don't know about any calamity. But all I know is that was some needless shit.
It's prophecies.
I'm not even gonna try and write any of this down anymore. Nobody will believe me.
But
Is any music coming out of the speaker?
No.
you have my word.
Do you want some music?
I will ask you if it's okay to dispatch myself.
What was it like on the other side?
Horrific. Burning. Scorching.
Can you use that hand?
It seems to. It tingles.
What was
Very good.
going on at the bottom of that house? Are we supposed to be here?
Those children were trapped in there. The spirits.
Where are all the people we're supposed to be helping?
I came here for a good story. I didn't come here to get sacrificed.
Okay.
The children, we laid them to rest and they helped me.
That's
so
true.
We
Are you
did
still?
good.
Are you still possessed?
Possessed? I do not believe I was ever possessed. I believe the house was playing tricks in my head. It was calling to me. Did it not affect any of your?
I just remember it was weird.
It was weird, for sure.
I didn't like that place.
I'm going to describe the town.
Fucking armor moves in that house.
So do the brooms.
This place is still very drab. I mean, the sun is not shining through the clouds, even though it's probably almost 5 in the afternoon. If you look around a little bit, you see that some of the houses look like they're boarded up, but there are now for the first time you see a person, and they look very grim, and they take a notice of you, and he immediately goes into his home and slams the door.
You must have seen my hand. I need to buy gloves.
So when you say we see a person,
One glove.
is he a creepy looking person like the kids were? With the pointy ears and all? Or was he like
I don't
human
remember
looking?
him having pointy ears, but
Yeah,
yes,
weren't
he
they
looks
like
like the
little
same.
vampire
They're from the
kids?
same village.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're just regular kids.
They were just
Oh,
ghosty
I thought
kids.
they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were just
I thought they
regular.
had like gray skin and pointy ears.
They had
I
gray
do
skin
believe-
for sure, but
I
they were
do-
just ghosts.
I do believe that's because the Barovians appear to be grim-looking.
They probably are pale because they don't have much sun.
Yeah, it's very pale-looking people.
But I'm easy being dead.
I've got a set of fine
This
clothes.
is what
I bet I have some of
Barovians
those.
kind of look like here.
Okay.
I'll give you like a fancy like
Very
white,
pale.
It fits
ballet
on,
glove.
but it only fits on like
right.
So the
yes,
people-
because it's hobbit
The
size.
people of Barovia basically look a little bit like this.
they are in black and white.
It's a little gray.
Yeah, they're a
It's
little bit
monochrome people.
undersunned.
Monochrome.
But here you are in the streets of Barovia, and the house. You peer back up at Azul, and again that fear. This is what it just starts to overcome you again. Like you just want to get away from that house.
I fear I will kill myself again if we do not move.
You all get the feeling this place doesn't want us to be here anyway.
Yep.
What do we do now? Are we supposed to find these people or not? I mean,
How's everybody's health looking? We're all
I
pretty
don't-
battered, and
I don't remember.
I am.
I don't have my notes.
Okay.
from
I'm at
last game.
16.
Okay.
I'm sure I'm at 1.
Put you at, yeah. I'm gonna say you're at least at 1 HP,
Uh-huh.
and everybody at least be at half HP. How about that?
Put me at half?
Not,
But he's-
not unless you recorded
he's
your
gotta
HP.
record it.
That's not fair. Yeah, I have it
Here
recorded.
you are in the middle of a town, feeling a little bit battered, feeling a little bit shook. There was quite a mentally excruciating, I would say the least.
Don't you
can-
get all your HP back when you level up, though?
We can kind of.
Did we level up?
You should be level 3.
We're level 3.
Didn't do that either. My bad.
Yes, don't cheat yourself out of that.
I want to hear the sweet music.
I will hand the reins over to you guys. You can explore. You want to use that as a reference to move around.
Mhm.
You can.
Did we-
Here's another handout.
Did we see this woman up ahead?
You can't see her from where you are. I would
Okay.
say.
Just when you said you...
If you can listen to
put
the
it out.
music, faintly you hear crying off in the distance somewhere,
More creepy kids.
and you hear the wheels of a little cart. Maybe
Are there any signposts or any, like...
not any signposts. No, not really.
yeah.
I'm going to give you this. If you see, this is a map of Barovia. Now, you don't really know this layout, but this
Yeah.
is for you as players to have. Kind of like when you gave us maps in
Now you're just trying to show off.
Van Delven.
Thank you.
Now, that little skull
Marks
all the
where
way
we
to the
are.
right, that's where you started today.
Okay.
And that's where you are.
So
There's
this
no
would be the
businesses or anything?
correct orientation.
Well, not in the area where you are.
Yeah.
Now, if you want, you can put that down, or I can point to it right. I have my own.
The village of Barovia.
There are chimneys with smoke coming out. There are people here. Perhaps they can
So,
answer some of our questions.
Here you are. You could move this way, or you can go down and take a right there. But you do hear the creaking of wheels. Probably, I would say, if you're here, you're hearing them come from that direction over here, somewhere around there.
South,
Mm-hmm.
southwest.
So these are buildings, though, correct?
So if you want to move that, if you want to say that you just move down the street to that area, just to get yourself away from the house and take in.
I will
some-
follow their lead. I'm trying to recuperate from the horrors I experienced. I'm still shell-shocked. And I got yelled at by a little...
The longer you stand in front of this
No,
house, the
halfling?
more that fear just builds up inside
Which is
you.
it?
You want to move away from it.
Halfling.
Yeah. But we gotta find somebody to help us, because I don't know. We should at least find a place to put our feet up.
Agreed.
So if you want to move your way down through here or down this path here, you can.
We would look for signposts for a tavern or an inn or
So when you
something.
go walking that way, I'll say that you come to about right here, and if you will move my lady to right about here, and we'll stop there. You see off, pushing her cart through the mist, a little old lady, and she has like a cart, and it's full of like some sort of food.
That's exactly what I was looking for.
Now you see, some people come out. A person comes out and gives her a gold,
Entire fucking.
and then she pulls out what looks like a little like pie of some kind,
I like pie.
and she hands it to them, and they immediately stuff it in their shirt, and they run quickly back into their house.
How far off is she?
She's like if we were saying where we are right now,
5
she'd be
feet.
across the street over there at the neighbor's house, about that much distance.
She's what, 40 feet
So,
away?
50 yards.
She could hear me if I yelled at her, though.
She could. Yes.
What are you going to say, old woman? You must... Cart lady?
Pie lady!
When you yell out to her, she immediately stops. And she looks down the street at you. And she
Hold up, I'm coming over!
and she ignores you. But just as this happens, a person like pushes past all four of you. Excuse me. And he's got a little boy, and he's got a hand. He's holding his hand, and he's pulling the little boy with him. Come on, keep up. And he hauls ass over there to that lady, and you watch this go down. She puts out her hand, and he goes. And he pulls the boy forward, and she goes. She pulls up a pie and gives it to him. And he stuffs it in his jacket, and he hightails it the other way. She takes the little boy by the arm, and she smiles at him. She puts a sack over his head and pulls him up, and he's kicking and screaming inside there. And she kind of stuffs him up underneath the cart and starts to push her way back down the street.
That ain't no way to handle a youngin'!
You can pursue her if you'd like. You can go ahead and use your mini too.
She's coming towards us, though? Or
She's moving away from you. She wants to get. She's moving along her
What are
little
you
path.
thinking, Trim? What
Right
are you
here.
thinking?
over here?
I'm gonna go after her. I want a pie.
Okay.
We see it.
Go move your
happened
mini
last
there.
time?
Move your mini there. You can go interact with her if you'd like.
Oh,
I would think, I'm going to try to follow him. I'm wounded. I'm beaten.
Everybody going?
Yeah, I would too. I'd be like, hey man, don't just run off like that.
How much one of your pies, lady?
You want one of Morganta's pies, do you, strangers?
I could use something to eat.
We not-
What kind of pie is that?
The special pie.
They don't have kids in it,
Very
does it?
special pie indeed.
And you can hear the kid like kicking around in the car.
That kid can't be very comfortable under there. Was that your grandson?
Never mind him. It is 1 gold for a pie.
That seems mighty steep for a pie, lady.
1 gold is the price. And that is the price that shall be paid for one of Morganta's pies.
I want to try and swipe a pie.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check.
All right. 21.
All right. You manage to get this pie out, and she does not notice you taking the pie.
I want to
She's-
see if I can figure out what it's made out of.
Okay. Short of like pulling it out and like putting your fingers through it.
Yeah, I'll put my
you know?
fingers through it.
Okay. It just seems to be like carrot
Mm-hmm.
and mushroom and gravy and some sort of meat and potato.
Oh,
Everything else he knew exactly what was, but then some sort of meat. Some sort of meat.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's an unidentifiable meat, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I ain't paying 1 gold for a fucking pie. Listen. I mean, shit.
But then
got
I will
my
make
copper.
my way along the path here.
Alright, you know anywhere else I can get a bite to eat?
I'm sure that
Rude
you
as hell.
I'm sure if you go to the tavern up the way, you will find other libations there. But allow me to go now.
Hey, lady, this your kid?
Is that the kid in the cart?
Yeah.
He's not my child, but he is my child.
Why is he freaking out like that?
He's in a sack in the cart.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, these pies,
I
like, better
imagine
be something
it's because
special.
He's very naughty.
And she like pokes at him a little bit, like hits him with a little cane, you know. She's got that goat sitting there next to her, and it just goes at your face.
I'm just saying, that wasn't exactly an even trade, lady. Like, you're charging 1 gold for these pies. Kid like that is worth at least 500. Like, that was a bad deal. That's all I'm saying.
Regardless, I will be going now if you have no further business.
How much for the kid? If he's worth 1 gold to you,
I am not going to give you the child.
I will buy
He
the
comes
child.
with me.
I will buy the child.
Hey, kid, do you need help?
I have
I don't think you should put this kid in a bag.
Regardless,
I have
he will be going with me today.
I have a necklace and a gold ring. It's much better than a child. You do not have to feed
Stranger,
it.
nothing you have is worth this child. I will be going now.
Yeah, you can leave when you let him out of that bag. It's not right to keep kids in a bag.
As someone who is just imprisoned, I cannot allow you to imprison another.
Fine. I'll let him go.
She pulls the bag out from the cart. She opens it up, and he plops out onto the ground. And he goes, "Holy moly! Woo! Holy moly! Oh God! And he runs off, and she goes, "Yes, run along, dearie. Now, are you going to let me leave?"
What do
Hold
we-
up, I'm starting to think that ain't your grandson at all.
He is not my grandson. I will leave now, if you don't mind.
Well, maybe we can do some other business. We need the food. Maybe we can find you an animal to replace the child. If you needed a grandson,
That's
a
fair.
grand dog.
Our business here is concluded unless you want a pie for 1 gold.
All I have is the gold ring and the necklace. How many pies will that get me?
It is 1 Barovian gold with Strahd's face engraved upon it in my hand.
I ain't even got Barovian gold.
Then I assume our business is concluded unless you have further argument with my methods.
Is there anything about her that stands out? Like, looking at her,
If you look at this woman,
her
she
cart
is,
and all that stuff.
she is a very wretched-looking woman.
Uh-huh.
She's hunched over. She's got a boil on her cheek. Her nose is crooked and long, and she's got a few teeth missing. And she's got this, goat pulling her.
Can I roll a history check?
You want to follow her back to her gingerbread
I just
house?
want to roll a history check to see if I know anything about hags.
You don't know anything about Barovia.
I mean, if you want to, you can.
Because
the dice.
either I've never encountered one before, or she very clearly is one. So I'm thinking I need to roll a history check.
Okay, so roll to see if you know anything about.
Hags or
About-
witches or
You're
nasty
kind of
ladies.
metagaming
And
right now, but all right, go ahead.
I'm not trying to. Is
You're
the
a
thing.
wizard. You're not.
I'm
a
not
wizard.
trying to. Well, I won't
All right,
roll
make a
it
history
then.
check.
I mean, maybe I used to live in the fucking woods. Maybe I've met a hag or two. I don't fucking know.
How far into that pie are you? eating it.
Oh, I just rifled in my fingers. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not feeling good about it.
History, that's 12. No, I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, you don't know everything about the HAG word.
Yeah.
She just seems to be a decrepit little old lady who is apparently taking payment for pies. Children are gold.
Yeah.
You must have a face on it for her to take it.
Well, the kid wasn't Strahd. How come you took the kid? It's not a gold coin with the...
You are all strangers to this land, and obviously do not know how it works. So
Tell
I
us.
will leave.
Wait, are you like a baby? You're a babysitter, right?
Hey, if she's not gonna take your chains and stuff, they probably won't take her down the end either. We gotta figure out how to make some money.
Yes.
I will be going now.
Hey, where can we make some money?
Again, I have no answers for you.
Well, all right, lady. Just be more gentle with the youngins from now on.
Don't put them in bags. That's crazy.
Then if you will let me leave, I will go.
See you around, pie lady. Let me know if you start deciding to charge less.
And she's gonna start pushing her little cart down the way.
Does she have any other bags with children in them?
We gotta figure out something to do. We gotta make some money. Maybe there's a temple in town or something.
That is a good idea. We shall look for an altar. A steeper.
Now, as you look around, you can see that some smoke is rising from a few different chimneys. So that's a good sign of activity, I would say. And that would be, if you're right here, or where are we at here? I can see better on his map. You're like right around here. You can see that there's smoke coming from these two areas.
Well, she
and
pointed us
actually
toward the inn.
Yeah, the crying seems like it might be echoing off the walls over here.
Oh, that
and
wasn't
the
her.
two smoke rising up from the...
We should have kept
There's
the
two
boy. He
smoke.
could have been a good guide.
Definitely two
This is true.
fireplaces right here. And if you go forward a little bit, I will tell you what you see.
Hey, maybe we could track
Which
him
way
down.
is she going?
Did we lose sight of
Keep
the
moving her
boy?
this way.
Really doesn't matter at this point. We're going to move her from the thing if she's moved away and you don't want to
Okay.
interact with her anymore. Okay.
We have lost sight of the boy.
The boys run off.
Where is he going to go? His father gave him up for a pie.
He probably went back home.
Just to be sent
He's
up.
just going to be traded again.
Trade in for a pie again.
Hey, we can find a
As
temple.
you're walking along, again, the houses, some of them might have a light glowing in the window, but some of them seem boarded up and abandoned.
It is my experience if people have locked us out, they do not want us in.
It's been my experience we could trade a song for a favor.
Ah, this is good. Perhaps we find the house with the biggest stack of smoke popping up from it.
That's not a bad idea.
Okay.
So we'll go to the
If
house
you want
with
to
it.
move along the way there. If you move along the road, I can see your map too.
So like this house here, and this house has two chimneys.
So you get to right about here, and you can see that there's like some sort of, there's definitely that this is the place where the chimney is going. And if you get to right about here and you look, you can see a sign on the door.
Oh.
And it does say, Bildrath's Mercantile.
This looks like a likely location for that, or maybe that's one not.
I'll put down the shop. if
I
you
think
wanna
it's
go
going to
into
be
it.
theater of the mind, right? We don't need that.
I've got a little shop.
All right. Well, y'all hear that lady crying?
Yeah.
It ain't right to leave a lady crying out in the
You
streets.
just were going to leave a kid in a bag.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes
You
ladies
didn't
put
even
kids in
think it
bags.
I,
Listen, if that lady needs a kid to like work around her house or something, that's none of my business.
Yeah, I've been in a bag before. It ain't.
Yeah, I've been in a bag once or twice. My mama used to leave me in a bag. I
one
didn't
of your
turn out
stories?
fine.
I got a few stories about being in the bag.
You were lucky he did not offer you up as a kid for the pie.
I am lucky. If I was you, I would have volunteered myself to go in a bag. I'm trying to make it out of here.
I've been chained up once tonight. I am done.
All right.
What do you want to do? Y'all want to stop in this place and see if we can ask some questions about where we can get some help around here? You want to chase down every scream around every corner? Because it seems like there's going to be a lot of them.
How am I?
We can get our bearings. We can ask for directions, and then we will go out.
If I had my druthers, I'd go and investigate every scream. I want to help everybody I can.
That's already in the
what happened
bag.
last time, though.
Yeah, well, I think that house is just pure fucking evil.
See, that is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was not him. It was the house.
Okay, but what if every house was like that house?
Well, then we
we
got a
gotta
lot
figure
of
out how-
houses to burn down.
Then we will know when we go into the haunted mercantile. But there's maybe someone in there who can answer our questions. Trade goods
That's
for
true. We're
gold.
seeing regular.
Well, maybe this crying lady can answer our questions.
We can ask him at least about the stuff in this letter.
You think he would know of the letter?
He'd know who the Burgomeister is.
Yep. Good point.
I would like to go help the crying person too, but we do not know where we are. We do not know our way about. We have. I've lost an arm.
Yeah, let's go inside and ask some questions.
Mind you, that arm is still functional.
Yes, but I said it's a skeleton
Yeah,
arm.
it just looks crazy.
Yes. If I go to shake your hand, you will freak out.
Yeah, that thing's freaking me out. Let's go on the mercantile.
I will buy a
guess.
glove.
All right, and you guys come in through here.
Okay.
So, this is the front door, right?
Right here, right?
Yeah.
No, there's the wall.
Oh.
That's a porch. This is a door here.
Yeah,
right?
this is the smith.
like-
The smith is
Oh,
outside.
it's smithy outside. Yeah.
So we'll go inside here.
Time for that song.
Hail and well met. Yeah, no, maybe not.
It will only do it for money too.
Y'all got any gloves?
Welcome to my store, I suppose. Where are you all from?
I'm from the woods.
Yeah, we're not from around here.
Obviously, yes. Well, I suppose then, welcome to Bildreth Mercantile. I am Bildreth.
Doesn't sound like you get a lot of strangers.
No, not many strangers at all here in Barovia.
You know anything about crazy mists that kind of try and consume people?
Of course, it is all around us, is it not?
Well, we came from beyond the mist.
Oh. We do get your type of people traveling through here from time to time, but I have never seen such an eclectic group.
Got a lot of color.
Yes, that you do. What can I do for you?
We got a letter from some Kolyan Indirovich. You ever heard of him?
He is the burgomaster of this town.
Well-
Or at least he was.
Oh.
I hear that he has passed away recently.
Well, he
How
promised
so?
a reward.
Oh. Well, I suppose you should see his son about that.
How did he die?
I don't know. I stay here in the shop and I sell things. That's what I will do for you if you would like to buy something. Yes.
Do you
many
take
bits
trade?
and bubbles. It depends on what you have to trade.
What
You got any gloves?
What do you know about a weird old woman with a cart and a goat and pies?
Oh, that woman. Yes. It's a good deal, I guess, if you want to,
Good deal. That lady was charging a full gold for them pies. My mom used to make me those pies for free.
I've never partaken myself, but I do hear that they are very addicting. Must be very tasty. I stick to my own repertoire of food. Anyway, what can I help you find?
I have 8 sets of silverware. Enough
You got
for
any
the
gloves?
family.
Okay. I could maybe offer you a copper or two for all that.
I would take the 2 copper.
You should. I wouldn't recommend trading your silver for copper.
No, you're going to melt it down.
No, that's not worth it.
Well,
What are you trying to do? Rip us off?
My prices are what they are. I have to turn it around and sell it for a profit, do I not?
How much would you charge for that?
For what?
For the silverware set.
I will tell you that when you buy it.
Look,
I will sell it to you.
That's a bum deal.
we're in need of money.
We can find a temple in town if we need a place to rest or a hot meal. They'll always give you some kind of something for chopping wood or handing out alms to the poor. We don't need to mess with this guy.
Are you trying to chase away my customers now?
You chasing us away talking about 2 copper for this silverware. That ain't right.
It is what it is, and that is the price. You will not find anywhere else in town that is going to take silverware for a trade.
Yeah, I mean, those silverware have an anagram on them. Better sell them where you can. They're going to know we took them.
How much for a heavy crossbow?
I don't have any crossbows. You see,
Very nice, well
you look
kept.
around the shop and you can see that he's got like very
Pristine
basic
condition.
items. No weapons really, just stuff that that would be in like the player's handbook, but there's a certain limit to it. It's kind of like when we first played in Fandelvin. There's only
Where we can get
items that are
around.
like 30
We have
gold
to get him
each.
on
So
our
it's
side.
more like a general goods.
General
Have to
goods
buy his
store is what he's
goodwill.
got.
Gotcha.
Y'all got any gloves?
Alright.
I believe I have a set of gloves here. Yes.
How far up does that thing on his arm? Sorry, how long?
About right here. halfway
Right
up
here?
his arm, yeah.
So, y'all got any gloves to come up to about here?
I have a set of workman's gloves.
Do they come up to about here?
I don't know.
Does it match my outfit?
Very well.
It's very important.
I wouldn't worry so much about it matching your outfit, or
Yes,
Ham's
they
gonna
are.
freak out the locals.
He puts the leather gloves down on the table.
Will it, like, cover his arm?
I reach for it with my skeleton hand to see how he reacts.
Oh, you have a skeleton hand. You must be from a very distant land that I have never heard of.
Yeah, we need a lot of help. Where can we get a bite to eat around here? Rest our heads.
The tavern is just across the way.
Will
Yeah.
those gloves cover up his arm?
They cover up his hand. There's like this workman's
You
gloves,
got
like workman's
long
gloves.
sleeves.
Okay,
on,
and
right?
you would have sleeves on.
Yeah, she has sleeves on,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's got sleeves.
How much for the
Yeah.
gloves?
That would be 20 gold.
20 fucking gold for a pair of gloves?
How
These
about-
things are leather.
An ivory
How about
hairbrush.
1 gold?
I will put my hand in
If you
my
need
pocket.
gloves bad enough, I imagine you'll buy them, will you not?
I don't need them that
Ivory
fucking bad.
hairbrush.
Maybe we'll come back
Made
if
from the
we...
finest ivory.
Listen, this guy can be persuasive or intimidating.
That is a nice hairbrush. How about 5 silver?
How about we trade for the gloves?
How
No,
about
that's not
How about
bad.
I put my hand in my pocket
Can I
and we all
use
save
my,
our money?
Yeah, maybe if we end up hanging
Can I use
around
my
long enough, we'll
persuasion?
be back. But
What's that?
Can I use my persuasion?
You can try to persuade him.
So that'd be 14.
The price is what it is. I need money.
Why do you need the money?
because he don't have no
Because I have a
customers because he charges crazy prices. This whole town is crazy. Let's go check out that inn.
Yes. All right.
You just have to keep your hand in your pocket.
I will keep my hand in my pocket.
I just want to get my hit points back. Like, I'm gonna pop on out of here.
Okay, he pops out.
Is that where we're going across?
No, that's just
Okay.
a different part of the shop.
Okay.
Maybe if he had used his music, he would have got a better deal.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like it.
All right, you guys gonna leave the shop or?
Yeah, I think we're going. We're going.
Yeah.
Very well. Come back again.
When we're rich.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll bust down the
So
street
he
towards that
pointed
inn.
you in the direction across the way. Where are we at here?
We're here.
right here.
Ish, yeah.
He pointed this way. That's the tavern.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
But you're right, we have no money.
We got a little bit of money.
You guys
I have a
your
little bit of
starting gold.
cash.
I don't think so.
We never
You
did
should
that.
have starting gold.
But we found
But also,
in the,
you did find some money in the house.
Yes, I have
Did we?
5 gold, yes.
we
Yeah,
have
there's
11
money.
gold, 60 silver.
Yes.
But is it
I could've let
Barovian
that buy.
gold?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
in
it
that
is.
house.
So it looks different from regular gold that we're used to.
Yeah,
Oh. So I don't have any gold then because I have
Yeah, I
10
have
gold
none
from
either.
home.
that's fine. It's still gold. You can try to barter with it, and we'll see what happens.
Yep.
I think what you meant to say was you can certainly try.
You can certainly try. Okay, do you guys want to go to the tavern? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Do we still hear that person crying?
Yeah, I have to change the music.
She's been
back
crying
down.
a long time, boys. I
We're
think
just
we better check
I'm
on
going to
her.
actually just skip.
That could also
crying.
mean it's a trap.
You can hear the tears
Flashbacks
off
to Left 4 Dead.
That could be a trap if it's crying that long. Well, if it was something was chasing it, the voice would drown out.
Yep.
If
Here is our tavern.
Cool.
Okay, now let me get the minis for that guy.
I guess it could be a caged creature.
It's a lady.
You would think whoever was keeping
Here's
it.
my bartender.
Is it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Keep it.
Yeah,
Single
what's
shaft.
is there a sign outside?
Yes, it did say the Blood of the Vine Tavern
Okay,
on
Blood
the
of the Vine
sign
Tavern, okay.
of this tavern as you approach it. Now let me get the.
I think that's called sap.
Yes. It's a
Water?
It's probably the warmest looking place in this town, the brightest, in a way. I mean, how can a bar
Everybody
not be
seems to
lively?
be very, grim, to say the least.
Yes.
I think you might be mistaken.
I am just making. I don't chit chat while the DJs. Everything here has been grim, so it has to be better than anything we've been in. But if everything follows suit, a glass of water will be 10, 12 gold. Nope.
I got 15 gold.
Maybe it is grim.
Yeah.
The only people in here that you can see is the guy behind the bar who is just polishing glasses. There are 3 ladies over in the corner, apparently playing cards with one another, and a man sitting alone over there drinking his wine. Now let me read this to you. A single shaft of light thrusts illumination into the main square. Its brightness looking like a solid pillar in the heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway, a sign hangs precariously askew, proclaiming this to be the Blood of the Vine Tavern. Okay. It's about 60 feet in square feet. You do see the sign that says Blood of the Vine, and it seems to be very shoddy setting. Okay, it's very dingy. This is the dive of dives, and
You are right.
yeah, you will see. You can approach the bar if you'd like, and go ahead and go from there. As you guys enter, the bartender
The door creaks.
does not make any kind of facial expression of joy or "oh good, here comes customers." The 3 girls playing cards over there kind of look over at you guys and then go back to playing their cards. You can hear them kind of mumbling things back and forth to each other, but they're very much into what they're doing. And then there's a man over there in the corner drinking wine.
Does he react when we come in?
We'll see if I can't liven this place up a little bit. I'm gonna sit on this bench and play my violin.
Where are you all from?
What's the matter, buddy? You ever seen a green man before?
No, I have not ever seen a green man before. And you? I've never heard such music before. That's very nice.
I just googled it.
You're all foreigners, I take it.
He plays for drinks.
It's looking livening this place up.
Yes, please. Please, why don't you all come and sit with me? I will buy you drinks.
I'm gonna stay right here on my little bench and play. Yeah, you can send a drink my way.
Certainly.
I would speak to the bartender if you guys want to speak to him.
Okay, you can walk up to the bar.
I'm gonna stay at the bartender. Are they gonna go? Are you guys talking to? That was the guy, the wine, who's
Yeah.
selling all this stuff. Yeah.
So come on over here and sit with me.
You guys gonna go shake him down?
Bartender's just kind of polishing the glass.
This bar is named the Blood of the Vine. It is, as a traveler, I have found that bars with interesting names have interesting stories. How did it get its name?
1 cup of wine costs 1 copper. A jug of wine costs 5 copper.
The story cost?
Do you want some wine?
No.
I'm not a storyteller. Goes back to like just polishing this cup. This guy does not seem very
Well,
jovial at
I
all.
got that from the interaction.
His face is blank. It's almost like there's just no life to this guy.
The right mind to order a glass of wine and pretend like it burnt my hand. Sue this place.
I apologize. It's 1 copper for
Hey,
it's a one
I'm
silver.
not buying it, okay? Fuck him.
But if you guys see that this fellow over in the corner he goes like this.
Yeah, they're over in the corner now
Yeah,
already.
we went over
There's
He
there.
goes
two
like this to
there.
the bartender as you're stepping away, and
Oh.
the bartender nods and brings up a pitcher of wine, and he brings up a few glasses, and he kind of slowly shuffles it all over to you guys and puts it down on the table.
I'll stop playing and I'll sit at the table.
Welcome.
I feel like I've earned a whistle wet, eh?
Yeah.
Does he look
Please.
like the other Barovians we saw? Or
This is what the man looks like.
Oh!
He doesn't really look Barovian. Okay.
It's not as great.
Yeah, this is the happiest face you've seen in Barovia so far.
This place doesn't have very good hospitality, huh? He didn't even pour the fucking wine for us.
I'm afraid you will not find too much hospitality in Barovia, my friends. This is a very dark, dismal place, especially as of late. Where are you all from? How did you come to be here?
I'm from the woods.
We had
The
a
woods, eh?
Yeah.
Beyond the mists.
Beyond the Mist, yeah.
Yeah, there was some fucking mist on the way here. Is that always there?
Always. We are always surrounded by the mist here in Barovia.
Well, that's not natural.
It is not natural. This is a very dark place for travelers like you. I don't know anyone who's ever left Barovia.
Yeah, I've been thinking about leaving, so it's funny you say that.
I don't know any way to ever escape the mist. Once someone comes into Barovia, they are in Barovia. Especially because of the devil Strahd.
What are you talking about? You mean for like forever?
Yes. Unfortunately, that is the case.
You serious?
I'm very serious, my friend. Have some wine. It's the best you'll ever taste.
Are you from here or no?
I was born here. Forgive me, my name is Ismark. Ismark. Sorry, I gotta pronounce this name correctly.
Yeah.
My name is Ismark Kolyanovich.
Kolyanovich.
And you guys recognize this name?
Yeah.
Kolyanovich.
And as he says his name, one of the gypsy ladies, gypsy-looking ladies, or they look kind of like their minis, kind of chuckles a little bit and stops playing cards and goes, "That's Ismark the Lesser." And they go back to playing their cards.
And he's still cleaning glasses and stuff?
He's very,
What's
very
he doing?
robotic.
What's he doing?
He is just polishing cups.
Can I
Those
can I
fucking cups
cast
are clean.
prestidigitation?
Prestidigitation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make the cup extra dirty, so every time he cleans it, it gets dirty again.
Okay.
Just to
So
fuck
you,
with him.
So you do that, and the glass just kind of becomes dirty, and he goes. And he starts polishing it again, and just goes. It's just so robotic about
But
it.
it lasts up to an hour. Can it continue to just re-dirty itself?
Yeah,
over
you can
and
do,
over.
you can do it over and over if you wanted.
I'm just gonna sit there and fuck with him then.
All right, very good. You continue to fuck over it, but he just kind of just doesn't know how this is happening, and it's like scratches his head a little bit, picks up a different glass, and he starts polishing it.
Cast it multiple times.
Yeah, you can cast as much as you want.
Up to 3 items.
Now he's really just like,
Hey man, your name sounds familiar. You know a Kolyana and Dirovich? We heard he might be dead, but we got this letter. We got both these letters. Can you make sense of any of this?
I am his son.
Oh,
Unfortunately, my father has passed away 3 days ago.
I didn't mean to be indelicate.
It's quite alright, my friend. How could you have known? You're from a different place. But I am very happy to see you. I was hoping to meet somebody from out of town because no one in Barovia would help me.
Well, that's a hell of a thing to say when you know that nobody that comes here can ever leave.
It is. It is our lot. Barovians, we live here and we die here, but even then, in death, no one leaves Barovia.
Do you know anything about this
All the
messenger?
souls are trapped here, and they circle the Castle Ravenloft on the hill. The Devil Strahd's home. He rules over this land.
Yeah, we got a letter from him, too. Strahd von Zarovich.
Let me see these letters. And you hand him the letter, and he looks at the first letter, and he tells you that's his father's, or that's not his father's handwriting. You discerned that with your kit that day. You know, you discerned that actually. You determined that the handwriting of Strahd and that first letter were the same handwriting.
Okay.
I forgot to tell you that
Oh, yeah,
at the beginning. Yeah, you did figure that out. That whoever this Strahd is wrote that first version of the letter. Yes. It appears that this is a ruse. But you let him read that second letter?
Yeah.
What is this about his adopted daughter? He never told me that Irina was adopted.
Oh,
I didn't know this. I suppose I shall never know now. This is very grim news.
Is the letter accurate then? Is what's written in it is the truth?
It is.
Wow.
I'm afraid that up until recently, the Devil Strahd has taken an interest in my sister Irina. I do not know why. But he attacked our home again and again, every night. I am ashamed to say that he charmed his way into our home twice and has bitten my sister, and now no one will come near her. My father's heart could not take it, and 3 days ago he passed away.
Is your sister still in your home, or
She's there now, yes.
Okay, she's there.
I have an idea. I want to leave Barovia. I want to leave the village of Barovia and go to Vallaki. There, people defy Strahd, and they have a fortification that will keep him away. And I can take her there so she could be safe. But no one will help me take her there.
I thought you said we couldn't get through the mist.
You see, this is the town of Barovia, named after the valley, Barovia.
Oh.
But in the valley there are 3 places, 3 villages. There is Vallaki, which is to the northeast. And then there's Kresk, and it is to the west. And I will show you, I'll show you in a bit, because there's not really a way for you to have a map yet.
Yeah.
But I do
What
have a
was
nice map.
Kresk?
It's spelled Krezk.
Jesus.
So there's 3. He tells you that there's 3 civilizations, three settlements here in Barovia. But this is called the town of Barovia, and it rests in the shadow of Castle Ravenloft upon a hill.
Well, if you help us get out of here, I'll help you.
Many people
Move your
have
sister.
Many people have left the village and moved to Vallaki, and I think that's what we will do now too. Even though, with my father being dead, I am technically the burgomaster now. Now that I think about it, this place is lost, and its people, as you can tell from the bartender, are not very lively.
Some lady outside was trying to sell us pies for a whole gold each.
Do not eat those pies.
I put my thumb in one.
Wash your hands
Do not put it in your mouth.
Wow, I wasn't gonna.
The people that eat those pies, they become desperate for more. It puts them in a place where it feels happy, so I'm told, but once the happiness dissipates, they can only think of getting back there again.
Jeez, when that's the case, the first one's usually free.
Yeah, we heard that was pretty good.
She had a little boy in a bag.
I am sad to hear that.
Well, he's out of the bag now, but
Oh, good.
yeah.
Well, if you all will come with me, we will go back to my home, and we can talk to Irina, and perhaps we can convince her, because she won't listen to me.
We've been through an ordeal. I don't know if we can do anything much right now. Our friend here lost his hand. Well, he didn't really lose it, I
I
guess.
waved to him from the bar.
You can come to our home and find refuge there, and we will feed you, and there's
So-
more wine.
Now, let me get something straight here. Strahd is a vampire, right?
Yes,
And
he's the vampire.
that guy has been plaguing this land. Am I getting that right?
He rules over it.
But I thought you're the burgermaster.
Of this village of Barovia,
He rules over the whole damn valley?
he does.
Well,
Why doesn't anybody rise up and just stake him?
that's what I'm saying.
That's why I want to go to Velaki.
I don't know what a vampire is, but I mean, if he's calling all this unholy, whatever.
I hear that the burgomaster of Velaki has found a way for the people to leave Barovia.
Oh. Well, that's all I want.
That is all I want. We can be friends, yeah? We cheers to that.
All right.
Ching.
Gee.
And
I'll drink to that.
When you taste this wine, it is absolutely fucking superb. I mean, this is a very full-bodied, nice, dark, rich red wine. And it's just, there's nothing weird about it. It's just a very tasty ass wine. Yes, I see you guys enjoy it. If you like that, just come back to my house. I have some brandy. It's very good.
I don't think we have any other plan that's better than
Yeah.
that.
It's some of the best. From the Wizard of Wines, it is.
I'm with you, man. What's your name?
Ismark,
Ismark. I'm with you, Ismark. Bolivar.
Ismark.
I am very, very pleased to meet all of you. I must say, I have not been this happy in several months.
Hey, Azul, come meet this guy at Bismarck.
Yes, I put my hand in my.
Does that hurt?
But yes, it's very painful.
You can start to feel now that that burning sensation feels almost like it's dissipating, but it feels like maybe you had a sunburn. So it's starting to fade, but the visuals have not changed. All right. Well, if you guys want to leave, we will. He will pay the bar tab for you guys.
Why did those ladies say what they said about you?
It's a horrible nickname that the people of Barovia have always called me. It is almost what I am known as. They say it is because I live in the shadow of my father. They call me the Lesser.
Your father?
Yes.
Yeah, his father was the burgomaster. Now he's the burgomaster.
How did the burgomaster die?
His heart could not stand the stress of us being attacked over and over again. We fortified the house. But Irina, like I said, Strahd has come for her. And he wants her desperately. And his heart just gave out. And he passed away. His body is actually inside a coffin in the middle of the house.
Oh.
He wants us to help him move his sister one town over.
If that is what y'all wish to do.
He's a nice guy. I don't think he's the lesser at all. And I'm going to shout across the bar and I'm going to say, hey! You don't call him the lesser no more. This guy's my friend. My name's Kyle Rigg, by the way.
Well, enjoy yourself.
I'd call him the nice guy. That's your new nickname.
They kind of like laugh at you a little bit, you know, but not like not in a disdainful way. They're not like the bartender who's like dead inside, you know. They're just kind of clinging to each other. They're just kind of into their card game.
What's your name?
Oliver.
Yes.
They're just kind of really into their card game. Enjoy that. Try not to run into any vampire teeth, green boy.
I don't even know what a fucking vampire is, you bitch.
And now she scowls at you, and the other two kind of turn and look at you.
Sorry. That's just how I was brought up.
And they go back to playing cards.
I want to come over and say,
I didn't mean that.
I'll tell you
Out
what.
of temper.
Let's play a hand, whatever game you're playing. And if I win, you don't get to call him the lesser anymore.
We're not interested in playing cards with you, Shorty.
Can I persuade him?
You can make a persuasion check, please.
Shorty.
17.
All right, that's a pretty good one. Your charm is kind of working on this one right here, the purple, and she's like, how about this? I will play a hand of cards with you, and if I win, I will call him Ismark the Lesser forever. But if you win, I will give you an important piece of information that might help you.
Okay. I've got a
All right.
deck of marked cards in my possession.
Okay.
And so I want to say, okay, but I deal.
Okay, let me see your cards.
Okay.
You show her these cards,
Yeah.
and that's like foreign to her.
Yeah.
And she says, No. We have a different game we play here in Barovia.
All right.
And the fucking cards are all the way in the other room. I didn't expect anyone
I
else to
I have a Taraka deck too. I didn't bring it with me. But,
Well, that's what she pulls out.
yeah.
She pulls out the Taraka. That's okay, I don't need it ready.
Yeah.
She pulls out the Taraka deck, and I believe it's called the Sears Gambit.
Yeah.
Or something
It's
like
like
that.
poker. I read
Yeah,
the rules.
and so
Yeah.
she... okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she'll play a hand of that with you.
Okay.
Okay? And I think what we're going to do is we're just going to contest each other with dice rolls to see how it goes. You can use
Can
the
I
sleight
go and get
use
it.
you can use
sleight
your-
of hand?
Yes, you can definitely use your sleight of
I'm
hand.
Okay,
gonna go and
cool.
get it.
All right.
Your Taroka deck. I'm gonna go get it.
Yeah, but we're not going to play an actual game, so...
But you need it, right?
No, not yet. I
All
don't
right.
need it today, actually.
Just opposing rolls?
yes, but
all right.
you're going to roll with advantage with sleight of hand, right? Or
It's,
how does that
it's
work?
just +7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Go ahead.
14.
Yeah, she rolled very low.
Okay.
So,
We'll
you
say I win the hand. You want to do 2 out of 3 or something
No,
like that? Or 3
she
out of
goes,
5? Oh.
very clever. I will no longer call the boy the lesser.
You should call him the better. I thought of a good name. Took me a minute.
I will give you this. If you all want to know the future, you must visit the Vistani camp outside of Barovia, the town. And I want, excuse me for 1 second.
So we're not playing cards?
I did.
You
And he
missed
won.
it.
Yes, I won. Yes.
You walked away. Oh my, where is that page?
I really want to use mine.
Um,
Help cheat.
No.
She says to you, if you want to know what the future holds for you, go and see Madame Eva at the Vistani camp outside of Barovia. And that's it. So you won a card game and she tells you that. Madame Eva at the Vistani camp.
What's a Vistani?
I'll be like, well, maybe I'll see you
You can
around
ask her
again
if you want.
That was no
some other time. And I'll go to the bartender and I'll be like, this lady's drinks are paid for. And I'll put some gold on the table.
Oh.
Oh, okay. And she will cheers you.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. As you guys open the door again into the street, you do hear the sobs off in the distance.
We are going to...
That little woman is still... Something's wrong with that lady.
So he's in our party now? Yeah.
That is
So
Mad
poor.
Mary.
Mad Mary.
Mad Mary, yes. Her story is very sad.
Y'all got a lot of mean nicknames around here.
They call her that because she kept her daughter hidden in her bedroom for her whole life, trying to protect her from Strahd. Do you want to go and see her? We can.
I take it, Strahd.
She's
We
crying
have to
all
go
the time?
We have to go that way. She's been crying for days. She's inconsolable.
Why?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess we can ask her ourselves.
Barovia. Right?
It's on the way. We
Barovia.
can stop and see her.
Barovia. We're going to go with this man. I've heard stories of men who they offer candy out of the caravan to get children to get in. How do you know he's not giving you false hope?
We don't have much hope to begin with. It's just the best of the worst options.
I would keep an eye on him.
I think that's a good idea. You keep an eye on him.
I will.
I trust him.
As you guys walk down the street, you do pass by a house and you can hear the sobs coming from inside.
Oh, she's inside and we hear her.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
She's
wow,
responsive. She's just wailing at her window.
What could you possibly do to make her stop crying? You sing her a song?
Give it a shot.
As she's looking through the window wailing, she sees Ismark, and she comes running down the stairs and comes out the front door. And she comes out and she's grasping a doll, and she goes, Ismark, please, you must help me. Gertruda's gone. She's been gone for days, and no one will help me. And I've been wailing all day.
Maybe if he wasn't off wailing, nobody would have taken her.
The first question would be, did she trade the kid in for pie?
Yeah, we rescued a pie kid. Was that your kid?
No, I know it's because she's gone to him. The devil Strahd has taken her from me. I tried to keep her safe. and locked away where she could never be harmed. But now all I have is this left of hers. You guys see this weird looking doll in her hand, and someone make a perception check. Anyone who wants to try it, who wants to do it?
I'll do it.
All of us, or just
Why don't you guys do it? You got your dice out already.
6 plus?
Do an investigation.
Hold up. Wait.
Investigation?
Any
Yeah.
perception checks need to be made.
I'll make investigation.
Just so everybody knows.
So
I have
it'd be
a
a
3.
7.
Well, not necessarily.
7.
I don't know. I have a
It's
3.
not hard to see. You can see stitching.
You have a 32, so it doesn't
You
matter.
can see and you can see it too. It's not very hard. You can see stitching in there, and you can kind of make out what it says. But it says, "Is no Blinksy, is no fun," on the doll. And she holds it like this.
Isn't it?
Is no Blinksy, is no fun.
Okay.
I'm sorry that your daughter is missing, but if she has gone to Strahd, I don't know how we could ever save her. Please, you must help me.
I'm just gonna say it out loud. Is no Blinksy, is no fun.
It's a Blinksy doll. I had it when I was a little girl. I gave it to her, but she left it behind. I know the devil Strahd has clouded her mind and taken her from me. She's at the castle, I know it.
How do you know that?
Because that's where he takes them.
Alright, well, why don't we just head up there and ask him to give her back?
Yes. Go there. Ask him to give her back.
We'll ask him politely, but forcefully.
Yes. And you bring her back to me, please.
How old is the daughter?
She's 14.
Maybe she just doesn't like her Is No Blinksy doll anymore.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably too old.
I mean, in this time period, she's probably a grown woman. She could have children.
How do you know she didn't run off with some boy?
It's Strahd. I know it is Strahd.
I think Strahd.
He's been coming to the town.
Should we investigate her house to see?
Yeah, we can take a look around, see if we see signs of foul play. I know what you get.
You can come into
I
Mad
don't
Mary's
believe
house.
this lady's story either. You mind if we take a look around?
Please do. It's about a 40-foot square house. It's boarded up and barricaded from the inside. She was basically lost in sorrow this whole time, so it looks like she's been maybe snotting on rags and they're laying around. And there's nothing in the house other than just, it looks like a normal living space. But there's no
love letters.
I want to look for evidence to support her belief. Is there any evidence
of someone breaking
yeah,
into
her room-
or something?
of it vampires?
Well, she said that
like,
her daughter ran off of her own free will. Because of mental control, maybe.
You do go into a bedroom and you see that it looks like maybe a young girl's bedroom.
Is that window boarded up?
Upstairs.
Yeah, everything's boarded up,
Everything's
but
boarded up.
she's opened up the window because she was wailing outside of it, you know what I mean? But she did have boards on it, at some or a locking mechanism. We'll say she's done everything she could to keep her
She
daughter
boarded up her daughter's
to be
windows.
locked up in this house. Yes.
We do not know each other all that well, but the four of us were brought here for some purpose, and I cannot trust anyone else we have come across. Everyone has been rude, or they offer us the world.
yeah. Plus, that purpose doesn't seem to be a purpose anymore.
I mean, we have a little girl that people are giving away children for pies. This is a wonky world.
Hey, Bismarcky, will you pay us that gold if we help you move your sister that your dad promised us?
I will give you gold. Yes, I can definitely pay you.
That was our
Of course.
purpose.
You must be paid or compensated at least. I will give you 50 gold apiece at least. That's what we have saved, my sister and I.
It's the only one telling us he can get us home.
Can I investigate the girl's room?
Sure. What would you like to look for?
I would just like to look very closely to see if she's been writing anything like "Mother never lets me out" or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like if I can just
Journals,
find anything
diaries.
of note.
There's nothing of note.
Okay.
There's no little diaries or anything
Okay.
like that. Just seems to be young people's like a young girl's room.
Treats.
Yeah.
Any kind of like scratches on the windowsill?
Turkey sauce.
It does not seem to be a place that was broken into.
Okay.
So no forceful entry.
What about broken out of?
No,
Broken
other
out
than
of.
just
Yes.
someone could go out the front door easily. You know.
I just do not trust anyone in this town. This is insanity. We
When
brought
should
into the
leave?
house
3 days ago.
with ghost children.
Let me look that up. I think yes, it's been a few days. Yeah. Maybe even longer. I have to read the book here. Let me just get back to it. I had the book open.
What's she look like?
Pasty, black haired,
She
monochromatic.
has black hair.
Well, she's pasty and she has black hair.
She looks like Christina Ricci.
Later, that just about describes everybody in this town.
If you're feeling uneasy about it, and you want to try and discern whether or not she's lying to you,
I don't think she's lying. I think that she is misled.
Okay.
But Kareg doesn't think she's lying. Kareg might think that she's doesn't really know what happened. But I'm still gonna help her.
But you're right. We have no leads. We have to take something to find a way out of this town.
The only lead we have is her word that Strahd took her. Let's just go ask her to give her back.
Yes, well, that sounds like a really good idea, and we should all do that. That's what we'll do for you, Mary. Bismarck says to her,
You don't think he's
And goes-
being honest?
and looks at you guys and goes,
Either way, we need to rest up first. So, all right, Miss Mary, we'll keep an eye out if we see her.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Wait, what's your daughter's name?
Gertruda.
Gertruda?
Mhm.
All right.
The intruder.
Gertruda the intruder. I break into homes.
When you
Oh,
guys
I
get
like
out into
her.
the street, Ismark says, if she is gone, then, and Strahd took her, then there's no getting her back.
Why not?
No one comes back from Castle Ravenloft.
But you think we can save your
What, do they start living there or something?
your sister?
That's why I want to save her and get her out of here before whatever happened to Gertruda happens to her.
We don't know that anything happened to Gertruda. Why can't we just go ask Strahd?
Be my guest. He will rip your head off and drink the blood straight out of your neck hole before you even hit the ground.
Why would he do that?
Because he's a vampire.
I'm sorry, I don't know what a vampire is.
You really don't know. He's a devil. Feeds on the blood of
What's wrong with he?
I take great offense to that.
Anyway,
He's a blue devil, not a gray devil.
We have a demonic history of birthright, but that does not make me a demon. I do not drink blood. I couldn't even get a glass of wine.
Okay then. So avoid Strahd. Got it.
But we definitely got to avoid him until we regain our health.
our best bet is to get to Valaki, and then we can all escape Strahd grasp. Okay, you guys make your way up the road. You pass by Mad Mary's home here, and you've reached what is known as the Burgermeister's
I see it.
mansion.
Yes.
It's a weary-looking mansion, and it squats behind a rusting iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside, while the left swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Weeds choke the grounds and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet against the walls, the growth has been trampled down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw markings have stripped the once beautiful finish of the walls. Great black marks tell of fires that have assailed the mansion. Not a pane nor a shard of glass stands in any window. All the windows are barred with planks, each one marked with stains of evil omen.
This is where you live?
Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
You left it this way.
I wish that it wasn't so, but like I said, they have come for her, and until recently, the attacks have stopped.
What is it that comes?
Strahd.
Just Strahd by himself?
Oh no. He is always accompanied by the creatures of the night.
What
They have
kind
more
of creatures?
vampires?
Like werewolves? Vampires? Zombies?
Indescribable horrors. All manner of beast, ghoul, and foul creature that are his servants.
We fought some giant wolves, and one huge wolf with the horns.
That's crazy. That's very scary.
Where I'm from, priests of people of faith keep the monsters at bay. Where's your priests?
There's a church in the middle, or on the other side of town. But I must say, the town of Barovia, its life has been sucked away. Not many people go to that church. That is sure. Everyone, make a wisdom perception check.
Certainly. Sorry. I got really bad.
Me too.
16.
17.
8.
Okay, you two
7.
can discern by looking at the trampled weeds all around the mansion that there are scores of wolf paw prints and human footprints. And as you look at the human footprints, it's not like shoes and boots, but maybe like skeletal toes with half of a human footprint, so possibly belonging to, and you just recently seeing undead looking people could be
Karag, you're a survivalist. Look at those the disheveled bushes and path there. So I pointed out to him. I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know if I'd call myself a survivalist. But I'll see what I can do.
You survived the fight with the broom, right?
Being swept away.
Well, yeah. Suppose I did. Alright, I reckon I can look around.
Yeah, well, I'll share what I see with them too later.
I
Looks
know
like this place has been attacked by an army.
It has been.
I got, what should I roll for, like, investigating all the bushes?
Survival check.
Oh, then I got 16.
Yeah. That's basically what they did too. Yes, so you now can tell after he's pointed it out to you that it is wolf paw prints.
Can you tell which direction they're going? In the house, out of the house?
It looks like this is so chaotic out here. They were circling the house, trying to get in. They were clawing at the doors. They've ripped the whole exterior of the house to pieces.
If Strahd's so powerful, what kept him out?
Well, we built a barricade as best we could to try and keep him out of here. But I don't know. I believe that there's some sort of fact about the vampire that they won't come into your home unless you invite them. But the first 2 times that he came in, he charmed my sister.
Y'all are afraid of someone who can't even go into a house uninvited?
Did she invite him in when he charmed her?
I imagine that's what happened.
So then now there's nothing to keep him out.
Is there anyone in the house?
She's waiting for us in there.
And you went to the bar?
Yes, I was trying to find someone that would help us.
Drinking wine?
Everyone drinks wine in Barovia. If you guys will approach the door. It's heavy barricade. He knocks on it and he calls out, "Irina, it's me. Let me in. I've brought help." And the door you hear like latches coming off and the door opens and they're standing before you guys. There's this lady. This lady?
A lady.
He's Mark. You've brought...
I'll take off my hat and I say, "Howdy, ma'am."
Hello. Ismark, is this the help that you brought us? How do you know they are not in league with Strahd? Look at that one. She points at the orange character with...
I'm in league with no beast.
Man, my name is Bolivar Butterleaf. I'm the administrator of this facility.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna try this new. Because I feel weird going, "Hey, oh," like I've got multiple personalities. So I'm gonna, whenever I'm speaking, I'm gonna hold up someone's voice or face. Okay. Yes, Mark. All right. Well, bring them in quickly, though.
Well, pleased to make your acquaintance.
You are welcome. Come on, let's go inside.
Are you inviting me in?
Do I have to?
Seems like a mistake.
I'm just saying that could be what could get you in trouble. Stuff like that.
If you are with my brother, then I trust his judgment, I suppose.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you
Still
guys
gonna keep an eye on her brother.
As you guys go into the house, the interior of the mansion is well furnished, and the fixtures show signs of, but the fixtures still show signs of great wear. Noticeable oddities are the boarded up windows and the presence of holy symbols in every room. The holy symbols being that of like a sun almost. So the burgomaster is in this side drawing room. I'll put him in there. He's in a coffin in the other room there on a table. Yeah, just pick a place for him. And he's surrounded with wilting flowers and the faint odor of decay. It's not much. We had to make the coffin ourselves.
Oh, you weren't kidding. He's still here, huh?
He is here. I want to lay him to rest at the church. Yes, we wanted to lay him to rest at the church, but it is much too much. It is too difficult for me to take her outside. The villagers are afraid of her. They've been afraid of her ever since Strahd came. And don't speak of it. Well, you know what happened. But please, make yourself at home. I will get you some more wine, perhaps something to eat. So are we going to stay here another night then? We can't go to the church and bury him tonight. We will go at dawn. I'm not going anywhere unless we bury Father.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we have come across some troubles and we need to rest. We cannot help you until we rest.
What time of day is it right now?
It's after 5.
Well, it was like, it's getting into the early evening. So.
Not dark yet.
If you want our aid,
It'll be dark. Well, it's dark all the time, but it'll be night soon.
if you want our aid,
There's sun though, right?
Yeah, but it's always obscured by the mist.
Right, but it's like gray.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I get it.
if you want our aid, we're gonna need we'd like some food and water to start with, but we need to rest to regain ourselves.
Yeah. Well, they definitely present you guys with foods. They have kind of like this sausage tray here, salted meats, and they have. He brings out that good brandy and he pours you guys some, and you guys can enjoy that. And you can ask him anything or walk around the house or whatever you'd like to at this moment. Oh, why the music stop?
Sometimes.
I don't know, it's fine. Do these things that are making all these tracks outside, they come every night?
Not for a few nights now, but they were coming every night for a while.
But they always come out at night? Or do they mostly come out at night?
Mostly.
Yeah, thank you.
If you're gonna make jokes like that, I was hoping you guys would talk amongst yourselves while I was stuffing a ham in my mouth. Sorry. The DM can't eat. They do come at night. And at night you can see the spirits walking up the road as well.
Oh boy.
I don't fucking like that.
Is your sister, was she bitten?
My sister was bitten, yes, twice. If you will look at the mini, she has teeth marks on her neck.
Oh.
Just the detail is
I couldn't wait to show you guys that.
How come Strahd would bite you, but then leave you behind?
I don't know what game the devil Strahd is playing, but he desires me, and I will not be his. He has used his charms on me, and I feel ashamed, but I will not let him do that to me again.
When did he bite you and where?
And she just kind of moves her like, she has like a little ribbon around her neck and shows you the teeth marks.
But I mean, at what location?
She shows
Here,
you the bite.
in the house.
Right here in the house.
So he came into the house.
Yeah, he came
How
into
did
the
he
house.
get in the house?
He charmed his way in, is what he had
Oh.
told you before.
Nothing to stop him from charming his way in again.
Well, once I think
We
he's
barricaded
invited,
the door.
there's no...
We barricaded the house.
I just don't understand.
I'm here to stop him.
If he wants you, he has had you twice. Why he did not take you?
He didn't. She didn't have me home. I was away. I've boarded up the house now, and my father took great lengths to make sure it didn't happen again.
Yeah.
We were not expecting a visit from him the first time he came.
Clearly you were able to defeat Strahd then.
Maybe it was late.
No one
coming
defeats Strahd. You can only keep him at bay for a while,
It is a
and
weakness.
he does
then.
what he wants. I was thinking that perhaps he's not going to force her to come, but wants her to come of her own fruition. But he is not a patient ruler. I don't want to try to understand his mind. I just want to take her to safety.
Yeah, because he just flat out took Gertruda.
Probably.
What's your plan for getting to the next town? Well, you will bury your old man and then take off?
Yes, maybe we'll at dawn if we can convince the priest to help us bury him. And then it's about a 6-hour walk to Valaki. If we move quickly, but the roads are dangerous. And
the
I do not want to
information
try to take her alone.
we discussed in the tavern about your sister. Did your father have a study, perhaps, where
There is
there might be more information about?
We have some books over there. I mean, some of them are in old Barovian, but you can look if you like.
Well, I'm thinking more something that your father would have written. Did he keep journal or a diary?
He does have a few things in there which are about the. I mean, he's the Burgermeister. There's several things that he could have written, but I mean, I can tell you all that I know about Strahd. My father knew as well.
Well, I'm thinking more
But
about the...
Please, don't mention the letter to my sister. I don't
That's more what I'm in.
We did not know that she was adopted.
Yeah. Maybe
I've
there's
never
something.
heard that ever.
We used all our spell points and stuff like that.
I don't know.
I didn't use any spells. So
I
That's
don't
how
know
I
what
got
I'm
you
sure
got.
we did in the house and
I'm sure you
everything.
did. So
Yes, I'm sure you have.
do you want to look around the house a little bit and go through the study? You can.
Yeah.
You find his
Mhm.
study, and just looking at it, it's it's just regular business logs and things like that. But there is a bookshelf, and there are various books on it. I have a few of them written down.
Down.
Anything talk about who her parents would have been?
Not that you would be able to find immediately. You might sit here all night and look, but nothing right on the surface.
Yeah.
Nothing that he would leave out willy-nilly for his children to find.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go straight to bed so I can be ready in case anything comes tonight.
Yeah, I want to look through this library too, though. And then I'm gonna
You can.
join him. So, like anything on like on Barovia.
There's some stuff up there. Let's see.
Right by the damn
My
lamp.
dolly's in here.
As you peruse the books on the shelf,
Fantastic.
you find a lot of books on mathematics, some strange theory,
Mhm.
books on theory and philosophy.
Uh-huh.
There's a book of poetry.
Would you?
I have one of those.
There's a book called The Lusty Argonian. There's
Always.
a book called Anyone Can Cook. And then there's a book called The Order of the Silver Dragon. And then you find a book called The Land of Barovia and Its People.
Every single time I need to make books
Are you going
that
to stay up
are
and stay
nothing,
on guard?
it's mathematics.
We
every
can't all
time.
sleep.
I'm gonna read these books if that counts.
Yes, will you read the books while we take a nap?
Yeah.
I don't sleep much either. I will be up drinking brandy most likely, and I might take a nap later, but...
Would it be too much trouble if I could borrow these three? I want that the Barovia, the dragon, and
You
the
can borrow whatever you'd like. What would you like to borrow?
Barovia, the dragon, and before you said Argonian.
The Lusty Argonian?
I said anyone can cook, the Lusty Argonian,
No, before anyone
mathematics, poetry...
poetry, that poetry
Okay,
book. Yeah.
poetry book.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Yes, be my guest.
I appreciate that.
We'll be leaving them behind anyway, hopefully never coming back.
When you say you're going to leave, though, are you going to leave your people behind, or?
Yeah.
Yes. What is there for me here? They don't even respect me. And what is there to rule over? It's nothing. It's just a shithole, really. Sorry. There's nothing here for me now. Barovia can burn for all I care. I want to go to Vallaki. And there, maybe the rumors are true and this burgomaster can help us all leave Barovia.
So you got a desk?
Yeah, there's a desk there.
Kind of just rifle through the drawers.
You can rifle through it. It's, I mean,
Any secret compartments?
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
there's nothing really that you can find that's a secret. I mean, it's pretty straightforward stuff. Other than what the bookshelf, the stuff that he found there, this place up on the wall. There's just like family photos and things like that. And then there's
Friendly photos.
but there's a corner over there with like a breastplate sitting there and like a shield on the wall and a sword and a sheath hanging on the wall there.
Go check that out.
Okay, you walk over and you see it. It's just, it doesn't look anything spectacular, but it looks like it has the Kolyovich like family crest on it. Is basically what's on these things.
Yeah, I'm gonna retire for the night. Read the books a little bit and sleep. Do I find anything interesting or helpful?
Yeah, you can. I'll tell you a
Guess that
couple
means
things.
you're on guard duty.
You won't get too far into the books in one evening.
I need at least a short rest.
Yeah.
You can surmise that just from perusing the first few
I think-
pages of the
yeah.
Silver Dragon,
Was it a long
Yeah,
rest?
that this
What?
is an order of knights who
4 hours, 8 hours?
once dwelled in the country.
Yeah, I think
once
it's
dwelled in
4.
Barovia.
Yeah, 4 hours.
But you haven't
Which means
learned-
I'll be up
you
at
can't-
8.
But you'd have to read the whole novel
Okay,
in order
Well,
to discover the whole
I'd
thing.
assume it's like 6,
Um,
which means I'll be up at 10. They won't attack.
But
until
I'll give you a
midnight.
couple
They
of
wouldn't dare.
tidbits here from the Barovian lands. So you pretty much can surmise that what Ismark told you about the Valley of Barovia and the 3 settlements, it talks of it shows you basically you find this map here. I got it here somewhere. Not a map. That's not a map. I have misplaced my map. You can see the land.
You're in dreams of Barovia while you're sleeping. Barovia.
Barovia.
Barovia. The wonderful Barovia. And again, my music has stopped.
Oh well, I'm getting an excellent view of a castle on this side.
We saw it up on the hill.
Yeah. And you basically can see the lay of the land here.
Which must be
So you get some like some base info on like the
Some base
gypsies
info.
or whatever.
And then I wanted to do these. Basically, you can surmise that anyone who attempts to leave the land of Barovia will be encountered by the mist, which you've already surmised.
I don't like the mist. That's what I've seen.
There's gorillas in it.
You are in the East
Wow.
Valley. The fortified village of Krex lies west of the valley and is built around an old abbey. And the village burgermeister there, his name is Dmitry Kreskov.
Well, you did a lot of reading.
Wine is the lifeblood of Barovia.
We gotta get a couple bottles before we
They
leave.
seem to be, it's like wine is a big thing in this country. Yeah, there's some tidbits about the Devil's Straw, but nothing that they haven't told you already.
Right. Okay.
He rules with an iron fist, you know, and he I can't figure out how to fold his fucking thing back now.
Was he always a vampire?
That's not in the book.
When did he? Oh,
You can say something out loud to Ismark if you'd like.
was he always a vampire, Strahd?
The Devil's Straw.
For over 400 years.
You say that in the, you just yell that out.
I
while
was
you're
sleeping. 400 years.
He's been a vampire for longer than I've been alive, that's for sure, and my great-grandparents even. I mean, that's all it is. I mean, he is the land.
He's
That's all
always
they've
ruled
ever
here.
known.
He is the agent.
He's always been like ruler of this place, Barovia.
Yes. He is the ancient. He is the land. That is what they say. You guys, those words ring very true with you, as that is what those guys were chanting down in the basement.
Of
He is
course,
the
I
ancient, he is
remember.
the land. Those women that we saw there, those are the Vistani. They come and go from Barovia as often as they wish. They are the only people to do so.
Whoa.
Now he
They
tells
go
you that
beyond
shit.
The city of Barovia, right? The village of Barovia, not the valley.
Wait,
It's just rumored that they leave the valley sometimes as well.
Hold up. I'm about to jolt out of bed. You mean to tell me they can get us out of Barovia?
They won't take you out of Barovia.
Why not?
They just won't.
Are they in league with Strahd?
Yes.
Well, then maybe they can tell us how they do it.
No one has ever left Barovia. You are welcome to try. But
Well, I'd like to at least ask them. I mean, I hear they have fortunes.
well, you certainly can.
I know some of us are looking for a fortune.
You can certainly try to ask them on our way out of here.
Well, then we'll do that. I thought you were going to contradict me there, saying, no, we're not making any stops. I ain't used to someone like that.
The road is treacherous. I don't know what to expect when we leave. We will just have to play it by ear, I imagine.
What's the symbolism behind your crest?
Back to bed.
That's our family crest. It is
our family has existed for at least 5 generations, as far as I know of, that I have studied myself. But that is it.
So it wasn't like an order of knights or...
No, not us.
No.
There are the, I said that name before, the Silver Dragon Knights, but they are long gone.
Were they like against Strahd?
I believe they did oppose Strahd in some way. I am not well versed on the history of that, though. There's a book on the bookshelf over there that is about them, but it's an old Barovian, and I never really. I know a little bit of it, but I've never been a heavy reader myself. I leave that to my father and my sister. But
Oh, good.
that's that.
Is she still up, or did she go to...
Oh, she's around there.
She stays up all night as of recently. It's really...
Only at night.
Oh, yeah.
She's drinking wine too.
She never comes out during the day.
The night, as hours pass by, and you guys are just kind of resting and talking, you see Ismark around midnight go up to the. I need to borrow one of y'all's maps instead of getting in the books. Let me see your map. So this is the house here. He kind of comes to a window over here and kind of pulls back a piece of wood so he can look out, and he's looking along this road out here, and you just see him kind of gazing out there.
You see it. The rest of us are sleeping.
Yep.
Is that where they come from? The direction they attack?
Not anymore. It's about midnight.
Come look.
I'll go look.
And outside the window you can see, way off in distance on that road, are hundreds and hundreds of spirits marching down the road. They come every night.
Whoa.
They march up the road and they go all the way up to Castle Ravenloft. It is the souls of the people that Strahd has defeated. Trapped here forever.
Do they attack too, or?
They just march. And we leave them alone.
Have you ever tried to interact with them?
I look at them from a distance, but look at it. It's just horrific. I want nothing to do with them. I don't think you should interact with them either. I wouldn't have shown you if I'd known you were going to. He puts the board back up.
So they do this every night, though?
Every night.
Always the same marching order?
Yes. They rise from the graveyard there and march right up the road.
And that's the graveyard you want to bury your father in?
Yes.
You don't think he's going to be joining that army?
It is not an army that attacks anyone. It is more of a ritual, so to speak.
Can I ask a question about this map?
Sure.
So where is... We don't see Strahd's Manor here, do we?
No, you cannot see it from that map.
Okay. Okay, so now I see. The ghosts are going southwest, right?
Yeah, they're coming from
This
the graveyard
way.
up at the top.
Up here,
and they're going to
through
travel
here.
down that road.
Okay,
That's
so
how you'll have to leave
Strahd's
tomorrow.
Manor is toward the southwest.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, you have to take the southwest road, and then the road would...
I thought that this dinky little house up here was Strahd's
I
house.
thought that
No.
was Strahd's house.
Yeah, I thought it was one of these
No.
two, and I was just like, well, why don't we just go fucking knock on his door?
Yeah, that's the church at the top with the graveyard, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be the church. Well, is there anything else you'd like to ask him before we move on to the next thing?
Well, I would imagine
It's the gloomy
that
nature of
Baldur.
would want to swap out with one of us so he can get his 4 hours of sleep too.
Yeah, you can
Somebody's
do
got
that.
to stay awake.
Yes, that's fine. And, you know, everybody can do that. We kind of swap out. It's really not a problem.
Okay.
The night passes without
All
any
right.
troubles.
Oh, well, there we go.
Yeah.
I'm just in case.
Does his sister, does she wear a holy symbol? Visible?
She probably got like a necklace
story.
on now with the sun on it.
Who's the sun?
I'm the sun.
Ismark is the... Oh, you're talking about the god?
The sun.
Lochlander, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is the morning. The Lord of the Morning.
Is that a name? What is he called?
The Lord of the Morning. That's what
Alright.
they call him. There are two gods in Barovia. The Mother of Night and the Lord of the Morning.
Is there a holy symbol like the holy symbol is in my Monster Hunter kit?
What Monster Hunter kit are you referring to?
I'm the haunted one.
I don't think
It doesn't
that
really
this,
specify.
Yeah, this doesn't. I haven't delved into that yet. I'll have to do some research. But this is unique to Barovia, the Morning Lord.
Would it be best to maybe leave your father here and go ahead and get you two out of the town?
Would I be able to answer that question about the Morning Lord based on the books that I read?
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and do that?
Okay, so I'll just offer whatever explanation
Yeah.
you're looking for.
Do you have something there that you've looked up or something? Or
No, I mean,
okay,
I know
you
from
you offer up that okay. You know that
back
the
in the day. I know.
that's right. I'll tell you. I'm sorry. I thought you had your. I was thinking you were looking it up. But anyway, the Lord of the Morning and is basically that, and then the Night Mother is I got the book here and I didn't look at it. It's the Mother of Night, and those are the two only real deities that the people have other than Strahd.
So the church we're going to is for the Lord of the Morning?
Yes. I don't want to leave my father behind. I will not go to Vallaki until he has been done correctly. He deserves better. He deserves that.
Well, you got a card or something to get him there? I mean, what do you...
We do.
All right, let's get him loaded up.
It seems like a needless excursion. He's dead.
Can I pick up the coffin on my own?
What do you guys do where you're from with your dead?
Here's the cart.
That's a good question. Probably burn them.
I don't have the horses up there, but we'll pretend there's a horse. Or you got a horse.
Of course.
Horse, of course.
Of course.
I've been in lands where people honor their dead this way.
I just, when you are being hunted by a fiend, it is sometimes better to save yourself than respect the dead.
Yes, this is disconcerting.
I know that it may feel like it's disconcerting to you, but this is all that matters to me. My father, he loved me more than anything, and he was always very kind.
He would want to see you safe. He would prefer you not take needless risks.
It's not a needless risk. You will see that things like this are very important. You can't understand because you are from a different land. And she goes over to the wall. This is the morning, by the way. The morning is
Yes.
okay. And she takes the family sword off of the wall and she kind of straps it on, and she starts donning the breastplate that was on the wall, putting that on, and she's going to take the shield too. I will not be a victim anymore, and I will not be so easily persuaded this next time. But this is something that must be done.
Well, you would have to stay close to one of those two, I would suspect.
Ismark looks at you and goes, "This is what I've been dealing with." I told you she wouldn't go. I needed help. Will you help me lift the coffin onto the cart?
Of course.
All right. So you guys carry the coffin out to the
You
cart and
should
you get
keep
it
an eye
on.
on this, on the girl. If they come for the girl, you must protect her.
All right.
I don't know if I have quite the abilities. I can try.
He said it's about 5 hours to Vallaki, so
Yes.
we're leaving.
But now we have a
early
carriage.
Yeah.
How long could it
morning.
take?
Well, no, we're not taking the carriage to Vallaki.
Why not?
No, he wants to bury the body in the church.
Yes.
Yeah, but then we have to
after
take the
that,
carriage.
Well, you're gonna leave the carriage at the church
Oh no!
too?
Well, we could just ride in the cart.
I
with
would
the
like
horse.
to. I'd like to do that.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do to keep Strahd away? Like, y'all have these holy symbols hanging all over the place. My mama used to hang garlic on her little hut to keep evil away. Smelled something awful, but we never got attacked by no vampire.
You could always try. She laughs a little bit.
Yeah, we seem really underprepared to fight a vampire.
If we knew how to destroy Strahd, we probably would have done so.
What about everything else that busted up your house? How often you run into stuff like that?
All the time. The children of Barovia are warned not to go into the woods at night, especially.
Is it safe to take this body up to the graveyard?
Yes, it is dawn. we should be able to walk through the streets.
All right,
I say we get it over with as fast as possible. No disrespect.
Yeah.
No disrespect. I understand. I want to as well. I want to be on the road.
Is there a priest in the church?
Yes. Let's go and meet him now.
I know you said you do not want to be a victim, but I would feel better if you stayed with my staunch friends, close to them.
I have no problem with that. That is why we have joined together, is it not?
When I was looking at that sword, is it ceremonial or is it a real sword?
It's her sword, yeah.
It's a real sword.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a family sword.
It's not just like a.
You can ask her about it if you like. But
I was just when I looked at it, curious.
yeah, there wasn't anything spectacular about it except for it was just a sword that kind of looks like it is exactly this what she's wearing. So, you guys will head up the road then to the church,
Yes, I see the church.
and then you'll get to like right about here, and Ismark will stop the cart and say, "Well, I guess I'll have nothing to do but go in and arrange this with the priest."
Can I stay outside with the carriage?
Yeah, you can if you want.
I'm going to. I'm going to bond with the horse.
I look over at Baldar and like, you should keep an eye on her. And you're outside. No?
Yeah, I'll
Yes.
stay outside the cart.
She looks at her brother and says, "I will go in and arrange with the priest to have him buried if you want to stay with Father." I don't know if I feel good about that, leaving you alone. I'm not alone, I'm with the people that you brought along to help us. It's like a puppet show for you guys.
Yeah, I like it.
I didn't know what I was going to do, like, hey, hey. So, he agrees and he looks at you guys and says, "Please, watch over her."
Is the priest legit, or is he kind of
He
a
is
servant of Strahd?
He is not a servant of Strahd, but you will find out soon enough.
Alright, I'll wait outside.
So who's staying outside?
Yeah.
I'll stay outside.
There ain't no need in all of us staying outside. I'll go in.
Okay.
Alright. So she stays outside? No,
She's going in.
She's going in. I stay outside with the brother, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow kind of in the rear.
Now, because that right there is a map that we've got in our possession, here's what the church actually looks like, just so that we can have it on hand.
In our
Okay.
mind.
Right there. There you go.
Okay.
Look like a church. Looks like the same thing to me.
Just about.
It's a
But
destroyed
it's
church.
you
smashed
can
up like
see
that?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see as you walk in, atop a slight rise against the roots of the pillar stone that supports the Castle Ravenloft stands a gray, sagging edifice of stone and wood. The church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries on end, and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises towards the back, and the flickering lights shines through the holes in the shingled roof, and the rafters strain feebly against the roar. The heavy wooden doors of the church are covered with claw marks and scarred by fire. The priest's name is Donovich. We must go in and talk to him. Okay. The doors open to reveal a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall, leading to a brightly lit chapel. The hall is unlit and reeks of mildew. 4 doors, 2 on each side of the hall, lead to adjacent chambers. You can see that the chapel is strewn with debris, and you hear a soft voice from within reciting a prayer. Suddenly, the prayer is blotted out. Just wait. Show her. comes from somewhere. Sounds almost like it came from below.
What in Sam Hale?
Can I hear it outside?
Probably.
How does the preacher react?
He does not react at all.
Alright.
Hang on.
I am hungry. Feed me, please.
Okay. That is why people don't come here anymore, she says to you. And you guys approach the priest. As you get closer, you can see that the priest is just hunched over and he's reciting his prayers and almost seems like melodic. He seems like very distraught. And he's going about his prayer. Let me get to the part where it says what happens. Yeah, that's what he says. Father, I'm starving. No. From below. I don't want to scream again. Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say scream.
Yeah.
You'll sing or you'll
What's all that
scream.
shouting?
The priest is aware that you're here, and he turns around. Oh, it is you, Irina. And who are these people that you've brought into my church? These are my friends. They have come with me. I'm sure that you've heard, or maybe you haven't, but my father has passed away, and I want to bury him in the church graveyard. My child, I cannot help. For the Lord of the Morning, I have not sighted a burial for over a year now. Burial rites are taking a back seat, if you will, to the horror that has now my life.
Father, I'm starving, please. Just water.
Those are the screams of my son. Doru, you must forgive me.
Has he been bitten?
Yes, he is a vampire, and I have locked him away below, and I must pray every day to the Morning Lord to help me reverse this curse that has been placed upon him. And that is my task. I am sorry, Irina. Bury your father in your home, but this is not a holy land anymore. I have lost all hope. And he turns around and he buries his face in his hands, and she turns to you guys and says, we have to convince him somehow. I need him to do the correct way, the correct burial rites over my father. It is the only way he can rest. Perhaps we should convince him of this inhumane act of keeping his son locked away. He needs to be put down like a dog who is sick.
But you have been bit too.
She hasn't turned yet.
I know.
Not turned
but-
into a vampire.
But you have the blood in your veins. It's a
I don't
possibility.
have the blood in the veins. In order to become a vampire, you must drink his blood as well.
I don't know how it works.
That is how it works.
We don't know what vampires are. Okay.
That's how it works.
Yes. Yeah, I would say that maybe, at least from the little that everyone kind of has heard about, especially being adventurers, you might know a little bit about vampires, but she is not a vampire, and she's not turning into one. It's not like a zombie that bites you on the neck and you're slowly turning into a vampire. This person was a...
The process by which to become a vampire, I believe, is you must be bitten, you must drink their blood, and then you have to die. In the D&D book, anyway.
There's a lot that goes into it. But she is not...
Is it classic horror? Probably 3 bites.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
About that. But anyway. If only he had not gone off with that man a year ago.
Which man did he go off with?
He went off with
Some wizard came to Barovia over a year ago, and 100 Barovians rallied at his side to march on Castle Ravenloft, but they were all defeated. And Strahd, that devil, sent my son back to me like this, to insult me. He laughs at me from his castle. I know that I should probably do the right thing and have him put down, but I can't bear it. I simply can't.
I will do it for you if you grant her father's rights.
No, I just couldn't bear it. The Morning Lord must answer my prayers.
He's been praying for a year.
And we're here now.
Or that.
That is true. We have come. Perhaps this is the answer that you were looking for, priest. It is time. He looks down at his feet and he just starts, tears just start rolling down his cheeks. And, let me read here real quick. He points back at the back of the church towards these rooms.
Go then, but do not let me hear.
Look here. Your son is alone?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's alone.
Just making sure.
Yeah, he's alone. There's different rooms there. There's 4 rooms. You guys can either explore them or go and point to where he's go to where
I
he's
think I
looking
should
at
go
there.
collect Barovia and let him know what is going to go down.
Okay, you guys, however you want to proceed.
Barovia, we have agreed.
Hey, did y'all hear that screaming?
Yes, it is the.
I
it
told
is
you you
the-
would
Yeah.
find out about it.
This guy said it was his dude's son. He said he turned into a vampire.
Well,
Yeah.
Bolda has agreed to put the sun down.
Well, I think that's the right thing to do. But how do you kill a vampire?
Take through the heart.
Oh, you seem to be the expert, creepy guy.
And I open my pack.
Maybe we can find something in the church to help put him down. I don't know.
Perhaps if we put all our heads together. I've heard music soothes the savage beast.
He's not going to be as strong as Strahd either. I'm not sure. I've never fought a vampire before. But if this is what has to be done, I will help. I will not leave you to it alone.
How is there a certain type of stake that it has to be, or like in the Monster Hunter kit it doesn't specify? Would it be the same here as it is in?
You can make a survival check to see what you know about about fighting vampires, if you will.
It's going to be 11.
You've heard that a wooden stake through the heart is a way to kill vampires, but never anything other than that. But as far as in regards to your question there, but feel free to look through the rooms there and see if there's anything going on. Or
Well, ask the girl. Have you anyone ever killed a vampire before? A vampire spawn?
but my father taught me a little bit how to swing this sword.
Can I investigate the sword? See what kind of sword it is?
Sure. Make
What,
an
is it a
investigation
magical sword?
check. It's a sharp sword.
Silver? It's gonna be 10.
There's nothing remarkable about it except for it looks cool. It's sharp, she says. She
And it has killed vampires.
pushes it around. No, I've never killed anything.
But the
before.
sword has.
Not that I know of.
Oh,
Priest, are you skilled in the ways of fighting the undead?
listen. He's
No,
his son too.
I
Show
only
compassion.
pray to the Morning Lord. I can't imagine it.
Is your order perform any rituals that could help us?
I cannot help you in this.
Is your son restrained in the room?
He is locked away.
So he's freely moving around the room.
He is down there in the basement, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I can smell them. I can smell them. Please.
I don't smell that bad.
Well, it's quite a predicament you've got us in, but we have given our word now. We're going in without any information of how to kill the beast.
Do I know how to? I mean, that's my background. Though what I have, I got.
What is your back? What are
the
your
haunted
warlock?
one? No, the haunted one. I took as my.
Monster hunter.
Well, you can make a. Like I said, you asked me about wooden stakes.
Because that's like my Monster Hunter kit comes with. That's what my starter
believe-
kit was. Let me see if.
But you're a monster hunter in Faerun, not here in this area.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, there are probably vampires in Faerun, too.
I know. I can look up here and try and figure out maybe. I'm sorry. Let me try and.
Let me see if it says.
Certainty of death? 0 chance of survival?
So there's a room that leads downstairs. Yeah, it's this one.
You have to go and look. Yeah, there's a trap door there in the corner.
I'll go open up.
Don't
that door.
You
race.
can't open the
Don't
door yet.
rush
Yeah,
in. We
don't
must
open the
make
door yet.
We should make a plan. We should, if we're going to put this beast down, we must make a plan.
Sorry, just trying to adapt to the questions you're asking me.
I mean, who will be the one? You are a monster hunter. You will be the one to put the beast down. Then you're the expert.
Yeah, I thought Monster Hunter. I didn't know that's what you were. I thought you were.
Yeah, the
warlock.
Well, it's the haunted one. Is the background.
Okay.
It would be good if there
But
was
it's
a
not
way
really.
we could restrain this creature.
You guys know as people, you know what kills a vampire? Sunlight.
Yeah.
Stake through the heart
Muppets
when they're
Steel.
resting in their thing. Silver's a werewolf. I know they say that in certain shows, but that's not in this. Well, I'm trying to look at what the superstitions is. Hang on one second.
Do you have any kind of restraining powers, Bard?
I do not. I have not.
Doesn't really say what that background is supposed to lead you
I
to.
studied those kinds of magics, but I can't call any to mind.
A vampire must. Okay, all Barovians know this, so Ismark will say, I know that vampires must rest in a coffin during the day, and they may summon vermin and to do its bidding. A vampire can't enter a residence without invitation by the occupants. I think there's something about running water burns them. That's all I can think of. And that's probably a general thing that you've heard too.
Yeah. I think we stake him and chop his head off. That should.
If he's sufficiently restrained, I can attempt to read his mind, perhaps figure out how to destroy him.
If it bleeds, I can kill it.
So we should pick up some of this wood scattered about the floor. Maybe each of us take 3 or 4 of them.
Well, which room is he in, Chabbers?
He's in the basement.
He's going to be underneath.
Underneath.
Yeah.
So he's not in any of these rooms
No.
because Dude
No, he's
pointed
not-
this way.
No, he's not in any of these rooms.
Let's take a look around and see if we can find anything useful.
Well, pick up some of
that
that
wood right
wood
there.
on the ground. Find some sharp ones.
Wood's always useful, that's for sure.
Okay, well, let me get to Barovia again.
Is,
Sure.
is there water that he can bless for us too?
Holy water.
That the Father can bless?
The father is pretty much beside himself. He's
Not
not
gonna do
in.
anything
He's not
for
into
us.
this. He does not want you guys to kill his son.
It was his idea.
No, it wasn't. It was the girls.
He suggested, he knew he should, but he couldn't bring himself to do it.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, he didn't suggest that you kill his son.
He did. He knows what he's doing.
Okay. You guys want to look around, or
Yeah.
I'm ready.
He's already looking around.
in one room there is an old office. An old desk and chair stand against the south wall. A wooden holy symbol mounted above them. A sunburst. It's a sunburst is the holy symbol. A 10-foot long iron rod attached to the north wall stands bare, suggesting a tapestry once hung here. Against the far walls stands a wooden cabinet with all 4 tall doors. There's empty wooden puller boxes. It rests against the seat of the chair. There's a desk with drawers, and you find a few sheets of blank parchment, along with a couple of quill pens, and dried up jars of ink. Inside is a tinder box and a wooden box full of candles and 2 well-used books: Hymns to the Dawn, a volume of chants to the Morning Lord, The Blade of Truth, the uses of logic in the war against diabolist heresies, and as fought by the Ultimist Inquisition, and a strange book that mixes logic exercises with lurid descriptions of fiend-worshipping cults, and a little vial of holy water.
I would like to gather those books and the holy water.
Okay.
There's a lot of books.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of books.
So,
And in the, if you want to move to the other room there,
what are the 2 books there?
there was a couple books in there.
Oh, sorry.
There's Hymns of the Dawn,
Okay.
a volume of chants to the Morning Lord,
Right.
The Blade of Truth, the uses of logic in the war against diabolical heresies.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Another long night of reading?
Yeah. And
I'm the Hermione, okay?
fought by the Ultimist Inquisition.
Alright. Hymns.
And that is a strange book on basically using logic exercises with lurid descriptions of fiend-worshipping cults.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Let me see here. And that is about all that you find of use that might help you in fighting.
And then the holy
You got
water
the
too,
whole
right?
Vial, you got a vial of holy water there.
Holy water.
Holy water.
Thank you.
Well, how are we going to get down there without the key? Do you have a key, priest?
I threw the key away once I locked him down there.
I've got an axe.
You can try and reach it.
We must prepare ourselves at the door then.
The crossbow quarrels are wood, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does anybody
Where
else
did
grab
you
any
throw
piece
away
of
the
wood off
key?
the floor?
Yeah, I'll take a splinter of
I
wood.
chucked it into a pond.
You must really learn to control your emotions. This does not do any good to be chucking keys into ponds.
I didn't want him to ever be able to escape, or for anyone to come and let him out.
Well, now I'm gonna have to use my fucking axe to break down the door.
Is there another way into the basement other than that door?
There is only one way in and one way out.
What's your son's name?
Doru.
Doru. Alright. I'm gonna go over to the locked door.
I have a skill that can keep him laughing on the ground
You
while
guys
we
do
finish
have
him
thieves'
off.
tools as
I
well.
like that. It's a grapple.
I got a
almost.
crowbar. too.
Yeah, I've got one big ass thieves tool I can use to get in that room. Unless somebody else wants to try.
You got any thieves' tools?
I don't.
Well, big ass thieves' tool it is.
We do have thieves tools, but I just don't know how to fucking use them.
You put the thieves' tool in the door, and then you take the axe and hit the thieves' tool.
Yep.
Thieves tools went to Bolivar.
Oh, I do have thieves tools. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Have you ever used them?
I forgot about them.
I don't have my skill thing from last time.
So it'll be dexterity bonus, I believe. If
Would
you're
you like to
proficient.
try?
You
at least?
basically would roll and add your dexterity mod and your proficiency mod if you're proficient with them, which I don't think
I am
they're
not.
hard at. So it would just be your dexterity mod.
Would you like to try, and then the axe will be the backup?
Yes, I will try it.
Yes.
Just my dex mod?
Yes.
Alright, let's do it.
I'll load up a crossbow.
Alright. I'll get in front of the door and
Yes.
I will attempt to use the thieves' tools on it, yeah?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
22.
All right. Well, you fiddle around with this lock, and you're not sure what you're really doing, but something's starting to feel good, like it's moving around in there, and just click,
Okay.
and it pops open.
I cast
Well, that
a
was
light
easy.
cantrip too.
What's that?
I got light cantrip too.
Okay. Very good.
Are you setting it off now before we go in the room?
I was gonna say because I'll hit him.
As soon as I hear that click.
Yeah, you heard a click.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
do it out of action.
Okay. Let me get to this thing here. As you open up the door there, you can kind of peer in there with your light. You know, you can kind of tell that the church's undercroft has rough-hewn walls, and the floor is made of this it's like there's stone down there, like almost like maybe it could have been used as a crypt. There are rotting wood pillars that you can see just from where you're standing at the top of these stairs, and candlelight from all around you seeps through the cracks, allowing you to see down in there, kind of like lines and stuff. But it's other than that, it's unlit.
So it's dark. So
It's dark.
Yeah.
You'd have to walk down the stairs to see anything else.
We got a bullseye lantern too if somebody wants to take that.
Yeah. I've got the dark vision. So
Oh, I got dark vision too.
who's?
actually.
I also have dark vision.
I also have dark.
I don't know.
Wait, I do not have dark vision.
Well,
I'm sorry.
if you stay by the light,
No, I don't.
he's got that light source, or you can take his lantern. I think it's better to keep your hands free.
Yeah.
So what's the radius of the light source?
Bullseye lantern.
Oh, that's it. I thought you created light.
Oh, light cantrip. I don't know.
Yeah, doesn't it follow you around or something? No.
You have to read the rules on it. I
Oh.
think it's the wizard used it.
Yeah.
What's his name?
No, I do have dark vision.
Milo.
Yeah, Milo used
Yeah,
it.
that's
Remember,
what I
we were
thought it
walking
was,
around.
uh,
It's like
gl-
it's something like
globes.
30. It's like 30. That was dancing lights.
Oh, okay.
The light cantrip itself, I think, is like 30.
But he can cast it on
Some
something
feet,
like
yeah.
a sword or something
Mhm.
yeah,
like
you
that.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
definitely can.
Oh yeah, you cast it on. Somebody cast it
Yeah.
on me last time, like on a little button, so I could hide it. That's what we did before.
Yeah, 20-foot radius.
If you
lasts
do
for
that
an
again,
hour.
if you cast it on my button, so I can cover it, and then
Okay.
I can at will kind of follow you in. That'd be cool.
Okay.
All right.
All right, let's do that.
You want me to take point?
Or on a coin. Let's put on a coin. I can take it
Yes.
in and out of my pocket, kind of
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
I want to be stealthy.
Favored.
Is that cool?
Yeah,
Yeah.
We can walk down the stairs.
You want to be stealthy?
There's one entrance in, but it's pretty easy for halflings to just hide.
But he
right
can't
behind
see. But he's got the
someone's
light going. He's gonna give himself away.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I want to be a coin. I can put in my pocket. I can hold on to somebody's
Yeah.
shirt on the way
Okay.
down or whatever.
Well,
Okay.
the
I can
rest
be-
of us ain't that stealthy.
Right, then,
Yeah.
then I'm being
Halflings are
stealthy and you're not.
Uh-huh.
You know.
He sees us right away.
We tell the girl to stay upstairs, correct?
I agree.
I guess you're
Tell her to go last,
holding
yeah.
on to Boldar.
So he sees us right away. Is he looking right at us?
Boldar.
You see
Baldur.
a faint,
Baldur.
a gaunt like outline standing over there in the corner. He is not going to move towards you,
It's completely dark down
This
here.
is
right?
dark, yeah.
Yeah.
but the candlelights are coming through the floorboards.
Okay.
So it's like
Dim.
dim
Yeah.
light. You can see him over there.
I want to toss my light coin into the middle of the floor.
You rip the button off?
No, yeah, or rip the button off,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
You're gonna do what now? You're
I
gonna
want to toss my light into the middle of the floor.
okay.
Yeah.
What do you want?
You boys want to set up something, or are we just going to run right in?
Has he sent you to me? Have you come to let me feed on you?
You guys want to set up
He's going to try to slow him down, and then you can maybe attack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because if y'all want me to be bait, I can do it.
Yeah.
This is out of game. If you guys want me to be bait,
So be out upstairs.
I'll
Well,
go be bait if you guys want.
We would like him to try to hold him,
I can try and incapacitate him.
incapacitate him, and then you can attack.
Okay.
Well, all three of us could attack.
Do you need him to be any closer or not?
We gotta stick
30
through
feet.
the heart.
I got to be within 30 feet.
Then he's got to be closer.
Yep.
Just a little bit closer.
So we got to keep going down the stairs.
Hang on one second. Let me get to my
Yes.
page here.
All right then.
Back
He's like an old school hip hop guy.
Yeah, I can hide behind creature one size category or larger. So I'd like to be stealthy and hide ahead of time, just so I can stay in that mode or whatever.
Make a little stealth check.
All right, it's 27 to be stealthy.
Oh yeah, well,
and
stealth.
13 to hide.
Okay, well then I'm gonna go. If we need him to be closer, I'm gonna go down to the stairs and I'm gonna say, "That's right, big fella. Just big old green juicy snack over here. Come and take a bite."
So I'll follow him down.
You can tell he's clearly like distraught by all of you there. And
Let him come to you. Let him come to you.
Just shift him over to here, like he's recoiling.
Retreating?
Yeah, he's recoiling from you.
Stay back. I can smell your blood. I can smell it.
I'll let you guys approach how you want to.
Well, then I'm gonna kind of just.
He's not openly attacking you.
That's right. I got lots of blood just coursing through my veins. Fresh wounds opened up yesterday, and I'm gonna just kind of reveal my neck a little bit because I'm wearing quite damper clothes.
Great.
And I'm gonna be like, "Come and take a bite."
We got to get closer, or he got to get closer.
He quickly shifts over to here. And he's just like holding on to the wall there.
That's 30.
Yeah, it's exactly 30.
All right.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I want to hit him with it.
What do you want to do?
It's Tasha's Hideous Laughter. I'm going to cast it.
Okay. How does that work?
A creature of your choice that you can see within range perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter if the spell affects it. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or fall prone, becoming incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration of the spell, which is a concentration up to 1 minute.
Okay. So he makes a what now?
Wisdom saving throw DC 13.
Okay.
Is it DC 13 against you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my spell DC.
Okay.
And that is going to be a 12. Just right at 12.
Oh.
Every time.
Oh, sorry, 13.
13.
His wisdom saving throws is different than his thing. Okay, 13.
Okay. All right, so he beats it.
Pass.
Yep.
Yeah, he rolled a 10, and his wisdom saving throw is listed down here as 3. So he does pass that. What happens if it misses?
It doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
Hey man, he should
It's
be
right
on the
at-
ground right now.
It's right at it.
It may not have worked.
Maybe you were supposed to add a joke to it.
We don't have a plan B.
That's all right.
He goes back further in the corner and hides. He is obviously.
He's drawing us in.
You got that
he
light
looks-
cantrip?
He looks wretched, from what you can tell, just of the flashing light. He looks gaunt, sweaty. You know.
You cast that light thing on my axe.
I mean, if we're not rolling initiative,
Here we are.
I'll just
Here's a
keep casting
picture.
spells on him.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a picture.
Wow.
But he's gone over here in the corner there. And he's trying to. He's obviously trying to like avoid coming in contact with you.
All right then.
I got an idea.
What is your idea?
I can-
Because I'm about to run in.
I can cast light on this crossbow quarrel and shoot him and hopefully stick him with it. Then he'll be lit up all the time for a minute.
I'm not having a problem seeing him because the light from up top is coming down. We're not having a
He
problem
shifts
seeing
back
him.
over to here.
I'm about to go after him.
Let me free.
No.
Let me free. Let me out of here.
I got Bishop's Mockery if you want me to give it a try.
All right then,
Yeah.
boys.
Now he's standing on you like that. And he's like, he wants to leave. Like he wants to get out.
Time for Meals on Wheels. I'm coming for him.
Okay, well, with that, we're going to head and roll initiative.
All right. Dun 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 dun.
Give it a try.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
11.
Dun 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 dun.
You should be behind me.
Okay.
You were.
He's hidden behind you, right?
Yeah, he was trying to hide behind me.
Well, I wouldn't be any more at casting spells, so.
Are you out of spells?
No, but it would end my hiding and sneaking.
Yes.
Okay, there it is. Interrupt your hold.
Not a value. Flame of Odin. And listen, Lord of the Rings and books on tape. Just got that part.
Okay, 20 to 15,
I got 22.
because that's the highest so far. Here. 15 to 10.
This guy.
I got 11.
11.
You both got 11? Alright, who wants to go first?
Let him go first.
I'm closer.
I got a 4.
The charm person really only works in a context where it's like
That's not work now. We can-
persuasion kind of thing.
Well, we can at least talk a little about that. But it is what it is.
We don't need to
We want to
talk
fight
him.
something.
And you got a 4?
Yeah.
I've got a 4.
His initiative.
I don't add anything to an initiative when I roll. Well, that's just me. Of course.
Okay, I'm gonna get this book out of the way because it's
Alright.
falling over there. Alright. I'll let you go ahead and go first there. Oliver.
Alright. I'm gonna hit him with the Vicious Mockery because.
Okay. So that's another wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, DC 13.
This time it's only going to be a 5. So
All right.
explain to me what happens.
I tell him that you look like poop, even though I can't see, and you smell like you're covered in pee. And he takes 2. He takes 2 psychic damage and has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
He has what kind of damage does he take?
2 psychic damage, and then he has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Okay.
But he's not restrained.
No.
Alright. Well,
But he
incapacitated.
doesn't he laugh hysterically or something?
That's
No, that's
not
the
that's
other
vicious
stuff.
mockery.
Yeah, I gave him
He's
vicious
using vicious
mockery.
mockery.
Oh, okay.
This
All
just
right,
does a
very
little
Oh,
bit of
you
damage,
just- yes,
and it gives
okay.
him disadvantage.
So I was looking at it.
Yeah.
I found I have it as a cantrip, and I didn't load
Yes.
it up. I guess at
Okay.
level 3 you get Vicious Mockery.
You can.
Is that the end of your turn?
Then I will attempt to hide. Well, that's an action, so all I can do is move.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna move 25 feet. I'll get out of here. There's 1, 5, 10, 15,
Now, if you do that,
25.
you're moving away from his 5 foot, so he'll get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's a good point, too. All right.
So just
No, I'll just,
Well, can't you set
I'll try to
yourself-
draw
Well,
aggro.
that's an action, wouldn't it?
yeah, no, I'll just hang tight. That's good.
Yeah. I think I'm going to draw aggro anyway.
Okay.
You know what I will do? Because as a bonus action, I can do my Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to use a Bardic Inspiration, and I'll give that to Correg. So you get
Yay!
a
Greg!
you get a D6 to help you out with an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Hooray!
All right.
Okie dokie then. Boss's turn.
All right. Well, the vampire is there. He's going to.
You take with disadvantage.
He's going to make his first attack here. That's 2 and a natural 1. So the first attack is going to miss against Kareg. And then his second attack is going to be a 16.
16 to hit?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So he just will. He comes down. He lashes at you with his claws. And that will be 6 damage total.
Okay. My turn?
And that will be the end of the vampire's turn. Yes. So.
I would like to rage.
It's all the rage these days.
He tips his hat. I'm raging.
Sorry.
Hat's coming off.
At vampire's rages. So as you rage, something strange occurs.
Yes.
From out of nowhere, apparently, comes these two, like, spectral-looking beings that look like. One of them looks like it might have at one time been an orc, but he's clad in like the tattered armor of a barbarian, and the other as well. But they can see like half of their faces rotted away.
And they look
what
like the
have
ones
you.
I saw.
You guys can.
When I was in the underworld.
Yeah, kind of. They're undead-looking fellows, but they come around Kareg there, and they almost stand ready, as in a combat stance against the vampire. Okay.
All right. Well then, I'm gonna attack the vampire. I'm gonna use my great axe. It's well over 20 to hit. 23 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Well then. Just 10. And then I'm just trying to figure out. Do I get anything? I do. When I'm raging, I get something extra. What is it? Plus 2.
Plus 2 damage.
Okay, so it's 12 damage.
Okay.
How does the bardic inspiration work?
I can use that to add to my roll to hit, right?
Yes.
So if you had rolled low.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. I believe that's the end of my turn.
How did the attack look? Did it look like it hurt him?
The axe finds pause and cuts into him, and he is, he glints at it, but he is not at all defeated.
Of course, yes.
He's not. He took it like a champion, if you will.
And the guardians, they go off to protect my allies, right?
No, they surround you.
Okay.
So you're getting surrounded by him now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Well then, should I just second attack? Can I do that?
That's fifth level,
Okay.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Unless
but
you
I
have
thought you could attack twice at any level at all, as anybody. No, you can't. I'm an idiot. That's when you have two things in your hands. That's when you have something in your right and something in your
You're
left.
not a fighting type.
Yeah. I'm done. Thank you. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Well, next we have.
Seeing as they've got him pinned in, I'm going to go ahead and use Witch Bolt, second level.
Okay.
That's a good one. That's going to be 21.
All right. That will hit.
All right. 2d12s. Still lingers.
Okay.
Well, you can have mine.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points of lightning damage.
Okay. He writhes in pain as the lightning courses through his body. Is that the end of your turn? Or do you have some bonus actions?
Thinking.
That spell requires concentration.
Does it?
Yes.
No, it's fine. I'll take the concentration marker away from him. The only other option would be to... But you can only cast one spell
Per turn.
per turn. Even if the other spell's a bonus action.
No, that's not true. Wait, is that true? That
This
is?
is true.
I think so.
Found that out. You only do one spell at a time.
You can do... Yeah.
I have some spells to return.
You can do some bonus. You can do some bonus stuff, but yeah.
Because I've been fucking
I'm gonna have to go and read about it. It's in the player's handbook and spellcasting.
Misty stepping and then casting spells at people
Yeah.
like crazy.
I don't know. We have to check.
I think you could do a cantrip bonus action. That's not really a spell.
Interesting.
We'll look at your player's handbook. You should check it out.
What are you trying to figure out?
Spellcasting.
You can't cast 2 spells in the same turn, even if one of them is a bonus action. Is what they're saying. Which
The only bonus action would have to be a cantrip, is what I think. Or your spell's a cantrip, and then your bonus bonus action is a spell.
You get a bonus action if your spell casting time is a bonus, or spell casting action is a bonus action, and you have a bonus action to use. You can use it whether it's 2 spells or not. It's the rules for bonus actions.
Yeah.
I know it usually is, but I think that we read somewhere that the spell casting is one spell. But you have to read it. I'm not gonna let it hold you up.
Hunter's Mark is a bonus action.
Well,
Yeah, it is, but then you attack.
yeah, that's true.
maybe it's an attack spell. Maybe that's what
Maybe that's it too.
everybody's-
You can look it up, but we'll do that later. Let's
So I'm
not
looking.
hold up the game.
I have the quicken spell, which if I cash in 2 sorcery points, allows me to transform a action spell to a bonus action. So the question is, if I did it, it wouldn't be an attack bonus action. It would have
let's
to be
just
some
do it.
kind of.
We'll figure that out. We'll figure that rule out later. Sounds cool.
Well, no, I'm just gonna stop there. We'll see what happens.
Okay,
See what happens.
your call.
Yeah, we'll stop.
All right.
Alright,
What's your character's name again? I'm sorry.
Baldur.
We'll let Baldur do that.
I'll do my Eldritch Blast on him.
Okay. What kind of damage does that deal?
Well, it's actually Agonizing Blast because I'm level 3, so it's 1d10 force damage plus my Charisma, which is plus 5.
Yeah, it's like it's like a weapon damage now.
Yeah, it's a force damage.
So you'll roll your d10 plus that modifier.
Yeah. So that is. What do I need to hit? What do I need to hit with that? Is there?
You use your spell casting attack mod, which should be on that second page there.
Spell attack. Okay, so plus 7. So 14?
14 just misses.
Okay.
So your Eldritch Blast zooms past him and smacks him to the ground there, as the sound effect clearly displays.
He's pissed. You have to get in with your steak.
Yep.
There was like a. There he goes. There's your sound of your fireball. All right, so we're back to the top.
Yeah. Mr. Chris.
Alright, so this time I'm going to throw my flask at the vampire.
Okay.
I just have to make a ranged attack.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, so just plus 3 bonus there.
Yeah, because you'll treat it like an improvised
Is a
weapon.
20. And it does 2d6. I think
Was it a natural 20 or
No, it's 17.
17.
I think,
Yeah, plus my bonus is 20. It just does 2d6 radiant damage to any undead.
Yes.
Yep, so
Okay.
I need a d6. I don't know what happened to mine. Thanks.
There it is now.
Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, that's right. Unfortunately, I rolled 2 damage.
That sucks.
Fuck, man, that
Don't take my
sucks.
dice anymore.
You know what? I have the halfling ability Lucky,
Uh-huh.
and I think I want to use that.
They'll let you reroll a natural 1.
Yeah, you rolled.
Well, oh, is it only on those rolls?
On natural 1s, yeah. Did you roll a natural 1?
Well, I
Everybody's
rolled it on my
attack was-
d6 on my damage
yeah.
dice.
You're gonna work on damage dice, unfortunately. We'll
Yeah,
work
you're
on
right.
your attack rolls.
These dice haven't been worked in yet. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll get them there.
All right.
It's new dice.
Did you use your bardic inspiration already?
No,
Oh.
he changed it out so you don't have to worry about it.
All right. Well, 2 damage to all the undead in
Okay.
a 5-foot radius. So.
Oh. 2
Okay.
damage to all the undead. One of them will affect
The
the
vial
specters.
shatters across the vicious vampire. Ah! You can see steam just coming off of him.
Yeah, he
As
screamed
this
for
is
you.
burning like acid. Yeah, scream for me. I got it set up, man. I got it set up.
Does it affect the specters?
No, that's not. That's
Okay.
part of Conrad's
That's
deal.
me. Those are from me.
Oh. Oh, okay. Something we'll talk about later.
Yeah. Pretty cool, eh? All right. Well, it's the vampire again. Okay. Well, he will attack Conrad, who's right there in front of him, with these things surrounding around him. He's totally confused by your spectral friends, and he will get a 15 to hit.
No.
He's going to try to attack. Okay. So his claws just slash at you, but your ancestral friends just kind of like moving his way, and he just misses his claws with his claws. And this second one will be a 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
Okay. Now. He has decided.
I'm going to use my reaction to use a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
To roll a d6 and subtract it from the number to hit there.
Okay.
So that gets it down to a 17.
That takes it down to, it was 21, wasn't it, to hit? Minus 6?
No, minus 4.
Oh, so 17 to hit?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
so close, man.
The vampire latches onto Conrad.
You did show him your neck.
I did.
He claws at you, just clawing at you, trying to hold on to you. And that'll be the end of his turn.
Wait, so he doesn't do any damage?
No.
Does he bite me?
He latches onto you.
With his claws?
Like he
So he's just grappling
Grabbing
me?
into you, yes. You are now grappled.
Okay, that's what I needed to know. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's my turn.
It is your turn.
I have to use an action to get out of the grapple, yes? Is that how
You
that
would
works?
have to, or you can try to attack him.
I can just use my axe to attack him.
You
With
could.
disadvantage, right?
No.
Oh.
We looked it up.
I'm attacking him.
That's prone.
Folk. Is there anything in here that it's a 4 plus a 6 is going to be a 10. It still won't hit.
Unless he's a 10 vampire.
Use your bardic inspiration to add it to it.
But the best.
Well,
you
yeah,
can do
no,
is
I
10,
could.
right?
It's going to be. I'm an idiot. It's 11 to hit. Does that hit?
11 doesn't hit, no.
Then you use the bardic.
I'm going to use the bardic inspiration to see if I can get it up.
Okay.
Yeah, if I
Bard got it up.
That's what we do.
15.
Okay, that one hits.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. 12! Which means that it is going to be 19 damage?
Oh shit.
19 total?
19 total damage.
Okay. You hit this thing with all your might because he's grabbed onto you.
Mm-hmm.
And you know for a fact that you've hit things hard like this before. And that should have cleaned a normal man right in half.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't.
Right.
And he's still up. In your face. Alright, Red. Bring it back up.
The witch
Yeah,
bolt's
so
still in
if
him.
the casting time on your spell is a bonus action, then you can cast a spell. It just has to be a cantrip if the casting time is
Right.
one action.
Yeah, it was something weird like that.
That's what I read too. Which doesn't make sense to me, but whatever.
We'll look into
Yeah,
it.
I know. We've been
So-
doing it wrong for 3 years.
The witch bolt's already in him.
Yes, so he can, I guess, whatever that says.
You just do the damage again.
I saw how you hit him with that, with the huge blow, and I'm like, oh, that did hurt him.
Okay,
So I'm thinking about doing this at level 2.
but you can
also.
just choose. Okay, so
Yeah, so I'm trying to pick how much damage I want, level 1 or level 2.
you with Witch Bolt, you have a connection.
Yes.
Right.
You don't have to roll or anything. You can just say, "I'm going to roll again the damage."
But I don't want to go. Do want to do spell slot 1 or spell
You don't
slot
have
2?
to spend a spell slot.
This is not a spell.
Yeah, because you're concentrating.
But
so you just damage
so it's
it.
gonna-
If
there's
you
no
wanted
re-
to raise
just do it again.
I'm sorry. If you wanted to raise it to a spell slot 2, you'd have to recast.
Well, I did
it.
a spell slot 2 the first time.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
it
yeah.
stays there.
Yes.
Stays at that.
All right.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Then that
The
answers
damage
that.
just keeps coming.
Yeah.
You've
Okay.
made the connection, and it
Yeah.
just keeps
All right.
pumping
Witch
in.
Bolt is amazing.
Pump
Perfect.
it, pump
All
it,
right.
pump it.
This might hurt, Catarag.
So
Oh!
What all you got?
It's
12, 13,
18.
14, 18. He's quicker to math than me. 18. Now, I'm hoping it doesn't hurt you because you guys are grappled, but it
He's
might.
writhing in pain. Those lightning courses
It's a lightning.
through him. And Kareg, your hair poofs out, and your top hat just goes flying
Oh, I
off.
took it off already.
Okay.
Yeah, when
Well,
I started
you've
rage, I
got-
took
Oh, I
off
want to be a
my top hat.
stovetop hat.
You look like you look like
Doc Brown?
Steam whistle.
yeah. You look like every 80s rock metal band. Your hair sticks straight up.
Much apologies.
You got anything else up your sleeve there, Azul?
No, I'm just going to stand my ground then. This seems
Okay.
to be working pretty good for now.
Very good. And then that brings us back to sorry, it's Balder. Azul Balder.
Correct.
Just gotta remember Balder's Gate.
Alright, that's better. So that's going to be a 26 hit.
All right, you gonna shoot him with Eldritch Blast?
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
And that is
The yellow dice comes through.
finally 6 points.
6 points. Plus your modifier?
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 1 on my damage die.
No, that's very good. No, it's fine.
Well,
It makes connection. You can tell that this vampire's.
Well, yeah, I get plus 5 to
that's
that.
what I'm saying. I got a spell attack plus 5, so 5.
5
check.
plus 1 is 6.
This spell attack
Oh.
bonus goes on your roll to hit.
So you roll to hit, yes.
Yes, okay.
Not the damage,
Not
though.
the damage, yes.
He does because of his class.
No, it's good.
His Eldritch Blast.
It's great.
What was the damage again? 6?
6.
So you rolled a 1?
Yeah.
All right. Back to Baller.
I guess I'll just vicious mockery him again. And it's a DC 13 Wisdom saving throw from him.
Okay. It's going to be a 18. Oh, no, 17. 17.
All right.
17.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
The dice, the dreaded dice. Okay, back to the top. Or no, what was the top there?
Boss.
The boss.
Boss man.
Okay, so he's got a hold of Kareg, and he's got to try and sink his teeth right in. And he's going to get a 22.
Oh, a 22.
22.
I have a shield.
Okay. Now, here's the deal.
Here's the fun part.
You're going to take 4 piercing damage.
Down to 2.
You're raging. So it's down to 2. But as the teeth of this vampire sink into your skin, you can feel this nasty sting that goes further than just the teeth.
Mm-hmm. Venom. Venom, then I get him.
Take 6 necrotic damage.
And I don't have resistance to that, do I?
Well, no, you do not. Reduce your hit point maximum by that amount as well.
Okay.
If you want to make a note of it off to the side so you don't have to write all over your page, you can. You need a notepad?
No, it was 6, right?
6. You need a notepad?
No.
Okay.
I have temporary
I have some little
points.
note cards in case you guys need something to write down or anything. Okay, now, that was his first thing. And he just drinks deeply of your blood and his mouth comes off of you. I can tell he's so relieved to have tasted blood. And he looks at you again, and that's about it. He kind of just rubs his claws along your face. I know it didn't hit. That really did it well. And that'll be the end of his turn.
Is he still holding me?
Yeah, you're grappled. You haven't tried to get out.
Okay. Well, how does he look besides deeply aroused by blood?
Well, he's looked He's looked wretched this whole time.
Right,
Plus
so it's
there's
hard to say how injured he
There's
is.
lightning being pumped into him.
So
you
we
know,
can't
he's-
say if he looks bloodied or
I
not.
can't even remember what the rules for bloodied was.
Okay.
What did we decide that was? Half that was? You could say he's probably getting towards being bloodied. Yeah.
Well, then in that case, he's gonna be able to. Okay, I'm gonna try to get out of the grapple.
Okay. So that's just a contest of might, and I rolled a. So you are free of the grapple.
Hooray!
Natural one. My spooky dice.
Spooky dice.
I bought
I
the
think that's
spooky
the end.
dice. For
So
the Curse of Strahd.
to escape a grapple, was that a bonus action or what?
That's.
Full action, isn't it?
I think it is. It's your action to get away. Yes. And
You
can
got a
now
monster
have,
on
you
your
now have a
back?
movement.
It's got a flask of holy
thanks.
water.
You're a fighter. You have an
Yep.
action surge.
I'm done.
Is that going to be it? Okay.
Because then I would have to use an action to disengage. So
Sure. Okay. Well, we're back to you, Azul.
Well, keep it going. Give me that 12-sided.
I have one. He just doesn't like me.
This I like steal from Chris. 10.
All right. So you've pumped that into him. All right. Anything else?
I mean, we've decided that you can only do one spell. Yes.
Yeah.
And
We'll have to
yes.
look it up again.
Yes.
but
I will
It's
look
on
it
the
up.
book.
I couldn't
make
even
sure.
find it in the book.
No, you can cast a cantrip.
Yes.
But you can't cast any other spells right now because you're concentrating.
Right.
Okay.
Well, you can't cast 2 concentration spells. That's for sure.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
All right.
But if I wanted to use a cantrip, you're saying I can.
Hey,
You could end your witch bolt
and
and then cast a cantrip.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
It's up to you.
No, we like the good hits. We get good chunks.
I can curse somebody once per action. I'm sorry, once per. But as a bonus action, once per short rest.
Okay. Is that your race or your class?
That's the Hexblade.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. How does the mechanic work?
I don't know.
We'd have to pull out Xanathar's guide
I got
and
it.
see what it means.
He's all over it.
D&D Beyond!
That's why I brought this thing.
Yeah,
Cool. Yeah, you'll have to forgive me.
it's fine.
You're one of the first. Well, Nathan played a warlock once, but no one's ever tried to curse anyone. I've never seen it.
Hex, right? What are you using?
It's Hexblade's curse.
You'd think as much as I read all the different classes and stuff, I would know how it works, but it's different when you start DMing. You forget everything because you're like on the spot.
I looked it up.
Sure.
All right, you get you add your proficiency bonus to damage against the cursed target. You get a critical on 19 or 20. And if it dies while cursed, you get hit points equal to your warlock level plus your charisma level.
Yeah, I remember. What's his name did this in Critical Role.
Let me ask you a question until you roll. He hasn't taken his turn yet, right? If I wanted to tweak my turn, could I?
What do you want to do?
I can expend a sorcery point to reroll. It's called Empowered Spell. You roll damage with a spell. You can spend 1 sorcery point to reroll a number of damage dice up to your charisma modifier.
Sure, you've never gotten to do it. Go ahead and try it.
So I just kept these here. So give that. I'll take give me your 12-sided. Okay. We're trying to get better than a 10, but I have to take this
okay.
one. 18. So it was worth it.
Okay, so 8 extra points?
Yes. 8 more. Yes, I was just reading that. Yeah, it's a meta magic. So that costs one of these spell.
Right, very good.
And that's a bonus action, the curse.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
So I'm going to curse him.
I was buy you time to curse him.
Yeah! Teamwork.
And that's going to be... It's an 18 I rolled, but it's 19 and 20 crits, right?
Pretty
Yes.
good.
Yeah, so that's going to be 25 to hit.
Yeah.
The yellow dice with the orange is
Was this
working.
an Eldritch Blast coming out after the
Eldritch
person?
Blast,
Okay.
yes.
And then you get your proficiency bonus to damage.
And that is, so I get my proficiency bonus.
You get whatever your damage is plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay,
No
so
spell
but I
attack
still
bonus?
get to add my charisma bonus
Yep.
too.
Yeah, it's all that.
Alright,
It's like,
so it is going to be 12, 15 damage.
okay. Let me check this real quick.
I had a 19 last time. That would have been good.
How do you want to do this?
Hey!
Got something. This, what is it? A flash of light? No. A beam of crackling energy streaks forth and hits him, and he kind of runs back as if the sunlight itself has caught him in its first rays. And he falls over dead.
Heck,
I can see his like skin start to char and like float away, almost like he's like in the Avengers Endgame, and and you see the skeleton with the vampire fangs hanging down, and it kind of falls over, and Doro is no more.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Do we still have to stick him in the heart, keep him down, or?
better safe than sorry. But we still see the wraiths, right?
Yeah, there's me.
As about they're
No,
still-
when I attack, they disappear.
But we
still
didn't know.
hovering there, but,
we
they
think
disappear
could-
once
they could
after
very
my
well
a
be
turn.
few
attacking.
seconds later.
Yeah, they don't last long.
What the fuck was that?
Oh god, I'm not the only one that saw it then.
I thought we were gonna have to fight those things.
They must have ended when he ended.
No, those were my ancestors.
What?
Yeah, I've spoken to them a few times. They've never helped me in combat before, though. That's kind of weird.
Man, you can't have stuff like that show up in a place like this.
I didn't mean to do it. They just came here. of
You
their
gotta
own
tell us
will.
about that.
I didn't know they were coming. I didn't bite their asses. They just show up sometimes.
That's funny.
Is it your mom and your dad?
That one wasn't. Sometimes, most of the time, it's my mom and my dad, but I don't know who those
Your
guys
dad
were.
and your dad?
I don't know. Maybe.
Okay,
My dad was an elf. Those guys were orcs.
so just a metagame, real quick. That happened because you hit him with that holy water.
Oh.
Otherwise, we would be going.
Really?
Yep.
That's
That
why
deal
we
double
brought
damage?
him.
Yes.
He was not able to use his abilities because of the holy water. That would have kept him going. But that's pretty cool. You guys worked together and put him down pretty
We
quickly.
are almost a team.
Hey! Accidental team. Hey!
Hey.
That is how the A team came about.
Yeah, right,
Do not judge
accidentally.
it.
I took all the damage.
Yeah, I'll use
That's my point.
I'll use my
Sorry,
last
I can't
spell slot
pass
here,
on
or I'll
to
use
you.
another spell slot and
It's
cast
okay.
Cure Wounds on Kareg.
After a long rest, your hit points will return.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
So you
okay.
went.
Okay, sorry.
But maybe we're still.
Sorry, I forgot I'm at a table full
Yeah,
of
could you
DMs.
imagine
What did the
if,
hex
if
do?
something...
What did it do?
1d8 plus 3.
It gave me the extra plus 5.
You want to roll the d8?
Sure.
And I would have critted on a 19 or a 20.
No?
That's why you wanted the
And I would
19.
have got
4,
if I
you
had
get
been injured, I
4.
would get hit points.
That's why you wanted the 19.
Sorry,
I thought
yeah.
I just thought it was something normal that you had.
Yeah.
I say use it. We'll get it back.
Yeah, you gotta curse everybody. That's the Hex Blade. That's the key to the Keyblade there. Curse everything.
Yeah. I don't know if you can move it like you can move 100
You can.
mark. Really?
Yes, it's per short rest or whatever.
short rest,
yeah,
yeah.
so I mean... Oh, yeah, you don't get to use it again until you rest again, but I mean...
Yeah. Pretty
So
good.
how
Yeah.
long have we been going at this? It's been a good...
2 years?
It's been a good... It's 7 now. What time do we start? We're doing pretty good.
3:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to keep going then.
You took a nasty bite there. Are you okay?
I'm alright.
You're still in the attic as this goes, or the
The
basement.
basement.
Yeah.
Is it going to? Should we put some kind of antiseptic on it or something? Is it going to fester?
I don't know what an antiseptic is.
Could you become a vampire?
I don't know. I don't know how that works, but that lady upstairs got bit a few times, and she seems just fine to me.
Oh yes.
Good point. What is there anything left of the vampires?
Yeah, it seems like there's he's like a skeleton.
Their heart?
Yeah, maybe.
Or any of that?
Yeah, it's like most of his skin burned away from the magics that you guys were doing to him between the lightning and the Eldritch Blast. With the lightning being pumped into him, that Eldritch Blast hit and just kind of blew away his fucking flesh.
I'm gonna look around
So he's
in
got
this
like a vampire
basement.
skeletons.
I'm gonna look around in this basement to see if I can find his coffin.
There's nothing in the basement. It's like literally nothing left there for him.
Well, he hasn't been sleeping in a year either. Okay.
No, he's just been underneath there.
Well, then I'll go back
trying to,
upstairs.
I guess we will have
That's
to
like
go.
one big coffin for him down there in the basement, basically.
The
Okay.
deed is done. We will not have to go bury him, so we can get out of
He
this
lived
forsaken.
in squalor for years, torture, and that's why no one was at the church for a year. And this church is decrepit. No one even goes there anymore because they could. I mean, it's horrific. It's a horrific thing. So
I want to chop its head off just in case.
you can, yeah, you can. It's not hard for you to
Take
do.
it up to the dad.
It's
We
pretty-
did it!
It's pretty. So you guys come back up.
Yeah.
Okay.
After it.
After he whacks its head off.
Okay. Ismark and Irina are standing there, and they say, "Is it done?"
It is done.
Ismark looks at the priest, and he walks up to him and says, "It is done, priest. They have put your son out of his misery. He is in a better place now." And you can see the priest. This sorrow washes over him, and my son.
I think, Barovia, that he is in one of the 9 hells. Maybe not quite a better place.
But Irina will go over to the priest and put her arms around him, and she will say, "This was best for him. He could not live like that. Your son died a long time ago. That was nothing but a monstrous shell. A tool that Strahd used to try and break you. You must now be strong. Please, help me bury my father, your good friend. Help me bury him the way it should have been done."
Priest, if it means anything, as your son was facing his fate, we saw a glimmer of humanity in his eyes, and he said, "Thank you, Father. This is what I wanted."
Make a deception roll.
Come on, charisma. Okay.
It's likely good.
That's going to be 18.
Very good. You just got past my difficulty for that. He kind of like puts his hand out and puts it on your shoulder. "Thank you. You have done what I could not bring myself to do. Let me gather myself. Bring your father into the graveyard, and we will bury him and do this right."
Sweet.
All right. So let's go ahead and pack up my my stuff
your
there. I'm
churchy
gonna
stuff.
try and move the church. I gotta try and find. I think there's a graveyard in that.
Oh, yeah. I can get you a graveyard.
All right, get me a graveyard, buddy. Thank you.
Well,
How helpful my ancestral guardians.
They're cool, eh?
Look at how helpful.
They're lumberjacks.
We need to get you some ancestral guardians.
These are good. These are fine.
That's good. These belong here, though. They're not your minis. We'll get you some good ones.
But Kyreg only lives here.
We could just use those. You're right. There we go. There's
Cool.
a graveyard.
Listen, they came out of the Castle Ravenloft board game. We're going to use them.
Really? That did?
Yes.
Oh. You're talking about the mini.
Oh,
The minis did. So,
I thought you meant the artwork.
Where's my coffin? This is mine, isn't it? I bought this.
Yeah. It's the only thing I could find that was fucking like crude looking
Coffin-like.
coffin shape.
you bought that?
The thing
I
is,
don't remember how
Piece
I
of
got
wood?
it. I don't remember how I got it.
Ismark helps you lower it into
I have
the-
coffins. I could have brought it.
I guess we're putting it right here. Okay. We're burying this shit right here.
Yeah, that's why I moved all the minis there.
You need to make a list.
Seemed appropriate.
Yeah.
I think that was $1.60. Like I got a bag
Burial
of like
music
crude
chat?
furniture.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We get the music going.
Because we're going to wait for some motherfucking thriller shit to happen. To pop up out of the graves and all. Is this one of the ones that I did, but I got rid of?
Oh, that's his. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
So I thought I ended up making a giant one for y'all's adventure with the bell. Ring, ring. I needed a church too.
Oh yeah.
Are they all in scale in that kit?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, they are.
You'll have to forgive me. My sister and I did the best we could to make this coffin ourselves with what was available to us.
I think it looks real nice.
That's why it's not a good coffin.
I think it's worth every cent.
You guys lower are able to dig this hole. I think between Kareg and another volunteer.
I never said
Ismark will definitely help. And
racist.
they will. That's something.
Is it?
Oh, it is yours.
Oh, it's your tile.
I don't remember that. Shit.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was very handy to have that.
I'm way better than I thought.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're able to bury that. You're able to start. You get the coffin down into the hole, and the priest will stand over it. O Lord of the morning, we beseech your blessing for our brother, Kolyana Inderovich. Receive his soul into your light. May his body rest and return to the land. Morning eternal. Would you like to say anything? He says to Irina and Ismark. Irina says, "You were my father. You taught me to be strong. And when I wanted to learn to use a sword, you taught me. And you were always there for me. You were my best friend. And I will miss you forever. Morning eternal." Ismark says, "They call me Ismark Salesa, but I never felt small when I was with you. You always made me feel important and that you are proud of me, and I will miss you as well. Farewell, Father. Morning eternal." And with that, the priest does a few hand gestures and spritzes some water, and we'll ask you boys to start burying him. So you start throwing dirt onto this coffin. And, you guys look around as they're burying this coffin, and I'd say that by now it's probably 9 o'clock in the morning, because you guys left around dawn, and the travel to the church was not that long, so it's around 9, I would say. By the time you've dug this hole and fought that's like, dawn probably about 6. This is about 3 hours of work that you guys have done. And you can hear the call of ravens. There's ravens like resting on the top of the church around the bell tower. And the mists, you notice, are starting to roll back just a little bit. And then the faint sound, it starts as a small rumble. You almost feel like it might be lightning striking off in the distance, but there was no flash, thunder, but continuing. And then you recognize that it might be horses, hooves. And that is when Ismark perks up and looks off into the distance. And he becomes alert. And he grabs Irina by the arm, and it becomes louder and louder, and you guys can see coming up the path is this black carriage being drawn by these horses with feathers on the top of their heads. And it's getting closer and closer and approaching. And finally...
Should we hide?
The carriage stops right here and roars to a halt. And Ismarch looks at you all and says, "We must go!" And from this carriage emerges a figure cloaked in black. And from the mist, and almost seemingly out of nowhere, these guys float onto the scene. He just flanked you guys at about 20 feet away from you.
Okay.
Like over there where that gravestone is. Much further away. Maybe further than that. We'll go 30, 40.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And Strahd, standing.
It is daytime, right?
Yes, it
The
is.
sun's kind of coming out, or no?
The sun never really pierces through the clouds or the mist. This figure standing before you guys, you can see him. He's got a armored shoulder, and it's like almost an older style, like an ancient style. But he's wearing it here in this modern time, and he's got this dark cloak draped over him, and he's got his hair as black and slicked back, and he's got cold, dead skin. And he stands before you, and the priest looks absolutely horrified. I'll turn first a bit. So, priest, you finally disposed of the trash and put your son out of his miserable life.
You are a devil.
Yes, I am my devil, and I have come to collect what is mine. And the priest becomes hysterical and runs back towards the church. Irina, come to me, my love. Come to me, back to my castle, and all that I have will be yours as well. Come to me, and we will rule this land. Love me. And Irina's eyes go wide, and she starts to walk towards Strahd. What do you guys? How do you guys react? If you will, move Irina to right about here.
Can I grab her before she gets that close?
You can come up and try now.
Okay.
Okay, as you come up, skeletal hands come up out of the dirt
He wants it to me.
and grab a hold of your legs. Give me a strength an athletics check or a strength savings throw is what I think I've got written down here. Yes. Okay, here we go. Yeah, go ahead and do that.
That would be strength. Just 12.
These things have now grappled and restrained you as these things are grabbing at you.
Did we get a short rest in?
I wouldn't say you got really much of a rest with digging holes and such. There wasn't anything going on for about an hour or so, so I don't know. We didn't say it, so I don't want to retroact. Kareg, you see the scars on your arms from when the spiders have bit you. They're not really scars, but just like fresh mosquito bites, if you will. They start to itch, and you look down, and at one of them, there's like this little black speck starts as these little arms coming out of your skin as if something is breaking loose, and it starts to happen all over your arms as spiders break loose out of your flesh and start crawling all over you. Give me a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
Critical fail.
You are horrified and incapacitated, and the only thing that you can think of doing is getting these things off of you.
Okie doke.
Azul, how do you react?
Well, I see him get grabbed. He's freaking out. I'm looking over at the halfling. Could you possibly stop her with your mockery?
I don't know what to do, but it's worth a shot.
Do you have any more spell slots left?
Can I cast a spell?
Yeah, I do.
Not at this time.
Right.
Because the skeletons are almost like
Remember
fighting
you
at
tried
you.
to
You
incapacitate
can feel
the
them
one
pulling at
first
your
time.
mouth,
Can you do
grabbing
that
your
again?
hands. I mean, they're just coming up out
If I'm
of
going
the
to try to
ground almost like
incapacitate her, it's
undead.
going to
It's
hurt
just-
her.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on her.
On her, okay.
Yep.
As you go to cast this spell, hang on, let me find out this here. You can see the sunlight. It doesn't really ever pierce anything here, but there's like a faint shadows. You know, you can see shadows on the ground. So as you go to speak these words, Strahd's shadow stretches across the earth, almost like coming at you like water flowing quickly towards your shadow, and takes hold of it. Make let me see here. I'm gonna go with make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Does that use my spell slot anyways, even though...
No, don't worry about your spell slot. Yeah, because you weren't able to get it off.
All right. Wisdom saving throw?
Mm-hmm.
That's fucked. 3.
Strahd's shadow grasps your shadow and lifts it up and goes and chops off its head.
Oh.
This doesn't hurt you,
Yeah.
but your movement is now 0
Okay.
for 1 hour.
All right.
Azul, what would you like to do?
Well, I mean, clearly we're in trouble here. Well, I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on her.
Ray of Frost on her.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
To slow her down.
Okay. Go ahead and try and cast Ray of Frost.
Alright, that's going to be 21.
Okay. You strike Ray of Frost at her, and it's like instantaneous. Strahd is standing in front of you.
Okay.
Okay?
Yay! I said I would not commit the suicide.
You will not touch her again. And he just straight up backhands you.
As he's backing me, I was trying to put my bony middle finger up, but I get smacked.
That's a 17 to hit.
The 17 hits.
Okay. You will take
100 damage.
10 slashing damage.
Can I use a reaction shield?
You can.
Well, I mean, taking 10 damage is half my life.
Okay.
So, an invisible barrier or magical force appears to protect you until the start of your next turn. You have 5. It's a reaction, yeah. So, so what did you roll? You
I believe it was 7. I rolled a 17. I didn't add any modifiers
For
to
10
it.
damage.
Oh, so I'll just take it then, yeah.
Okay.
I gotta take it.
All right.
I gotta do the math sometimes.
Okay. Ismark runs up while you're distracting him.
I'm prone?
Yeah, he just whatever. He knocks you down. He's just standing over you.
Motherfucker.
And Ismark runs over to her and like shakes her. Irina, no! You must snap out of it. And she does seem to like shake her head, and she looks over at Strahd and she says, "No! I will not come with you. I will not be part of your harem." And he says to her, "I would give everything for you. I will destroy anyone. But I will not force you this time. You will come to me when you are ready." and he would slowly move away, and the vampires kind of dissipate backwards, and he gets into his carriage and he rides away. And that is where we will end the session.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I touched him. I was going to stick my.
He touched this cheek.
He touched you.
I was going to stab him right in the Jackson.
I'm gonna give him one right in the Jackson. So Strahd rides away, and Irina and everybody, everyone's quite shook.
Yeah, I'm rubbing my face. This is.
The skeletons. I mean, the dirt's not even messed up where they were, and the spiders are no longer there. None of them bit you at this time, and it's almost like it was like in your mind somehow. But from that moment on, you guys hear a loud bell ring. Bong! And it came from the church. The bell tower rang once.
It's 1 o'clock.
Is that the first time we've heard the bell ring?
Yes. You guys can go back into the church and see what it is.
Is it possible the preacher rang the bell?
Yeah.
You can go back into
Follow him to. Yeah.
When you go back into the church, you make your way to the bell tower, and you look up, and you see the priest hanging from the bell tower.
Shit. I was going to ask him for some more of that holy water.
Do we go through his pockets to see if we can find holy water?
I mean, I'm not against it.
Sorry, I forgot about my big end. I was so excited about everything going, and I forgot that.
He would sooner run away and kill himself than face Strahd.
I think
that
that
tells
he was
you.
beside himself with grief about his son as well.
But he was not looking for revenge.
Yeah.
If we are going to face Strahd, we must all be prepared to stand against him and not run.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to Villaki and get the fuck out.
It's March, yeah.
That is a better
The
idea.
faster we can get out of here, the better.
Yeah. All right.
He chopped my shadow's head off.
Oh yeah, and you don't have a shadow anymore.
No, it's dead.
It's gone.
Is that true? Like,
You don't have a shadow.
That will
anymore.
come in
You don't-
handy for sneaky.
You do not cast a shadow
oh
anymore.
shit.
That's cool as
Yeah, I
shit.
gotta
Why
make
couldn't I have gotten that instead of spiders?
Bonus.
That's cool as shit.
That's cool as shit. That's a benefit.